Oh my god.
She is like making your life harder. At least you remember where that one is now. It's
Yeah.
at the very beginning.
Well, yeah, it's in the very beginning, so it's going to be very easy.
Oh my god, that made my freaking day. Thank you.
Hi. Welcome to
Hi,
episode
everybody.
16.
Thank you for listening.
16 is a lot of episodes.
Please turn the tape over for side 2.
This episode brought to you by King and Grunchy.
Actually, if we did like some free advertising, that would really boost our numbers.
Oh,
We're actually currently applying for Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Tonight we're drinking Coca-Cola and Dutch Brothers.
water.
And tap
I
water.
did have McDonald's.
PG&E.
Any
Shall we
size.
talk?
$1.
The party finds themselves outside of the kingdom of Dreamscape, just now deciding, hey, maybe we should venture to the Enchanted Forest, because this person that we're waiting for from the Guild of Red, that the Guildmaster said, hey, I'm going to send someone with you, because I trust them, but I don't trust you, and you're off to kill Red. I don't like that. That person never showed up. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying, do you remember that, most likely, or mostly, is because time warped. And the only person that knows that time changed is Miss Luna. I can no longer call you Princess Luna, and that makes me kind of sad. But oh well.
You're a pony.
You are no longer a pony. You're no
Aw.
longer an alicorn. But
Thank God.
It is Queen Luna now.
Empress Luna,
Empress Luna.
I'm going to start this session by asking a very large question.
Large.
Large.
Really big?
The font is like 72.
It's a weighty question.
What? What?
What
What
is this
doth thou do?
rumpus?
Oh, that's a huge question.
I killed myself.
Hey, large wasn't a big enough
Give
word
me a
there, so-
D20.
I rolled
No, I
one
don't.
earlier for no reason, so that sucks.
Um,
I can't use it.
Since I know that Noah's following us,
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh,
so
that's
here's also the
so-
thing is that I'm going to
Oh, shit.
mandate
Shit.
if Katie does not change anything, I'm going to mandate that events happen specifically as they happened before. Bless you, Jeff. Goddamn. Until and up to the point that you guys either pass the point that you were at before, or Katie changes something. Okay. So right now you guys are on track with leaving right now.
Yeah.
Did you just damn Jeff and bless him?
Yes.
Um,
Bless you.
Tommy is DM, therefore he is God.
Oh, fuck.
I tell everyone to go ahead, and I'm gonna stay back for a little bit, and then catch up.
It's very funny because that's exactly what I was going to have you do if you somehow did not show up to this session. All right.
Ha!
I look at her and just go, what are you doing?
Nothing. Don't be nosy,
I roll
Phobos.
with it. No pun intended.
I roll with it.
Just kind of shrug and go, hey,
Oh,
whistle
yeah.
if you need me or something, and I just keep
I'm so
riding.
sorry. I know you just sat down, but could I have a cherry coke?
A carry choke?
You got it.
Can I have a carry choke?
A hairy choke.
Yes. 4.9.
Thank you. Gotta burp
You're
the baby.
amazing. Thank you. I love you.
Don't you forget it.
I won't, baby.
Whoa.
I want to get
All right.
Hey.
Oh
Privacy
my god.
Cosmo, Jinxa, and Zilfin, do you do anything when Luna proposes to stay behind?
I'm just like looking back like
Why do you want to?
maybe she wants to take the back of the line.
I forgot something.
Do you want me to go with you?
Nah, it's alright. Don't worry about me. I'll catch up. I have a horse.
Oh, okay.
Give me a D20, Luna.
My character's worried about
20.
friend.
Seriously?
I'm not kidding.
Why does she start every session with a 20?
fucking 20. Are you kidding me?
God.
That's
I'm a
awesome.
I wish I knew.
I roll a 20 for
And-
what?
And these dice aren't mine, so they're not loaded.
Those are mine.
Exactly. See? See?
Just so everyone knows how improbable that is, the odds of rolling two 20s back to back on the opening of the session is 1 in 400.
Should I apply to the lottery next time?
How do you know that?
No, because that's in
Well,
1
that's
in
like
some
1 in
million.
1
Oh.
million. What you just did is 1 in 100.
That's literally what Tommy just told
No,
me,
it's
so you both are
multiplication.
literally
It's a
on
1
the
in
same
20
track
chance.
right now.
And then
Yeah,
to
but
get
Trevor's sexier.
twice, you just
Um,
multiply the
so-
denominator. So 20
I'm
times
glad
5
nobody
400.
looked at me when I was doing that.
That 20 was to see if you gave any sort of hint towards Zilfin about the knowledge of who he is.
Oh,
And a 20 gave away nothing.
okay.
So
Good.
you are being a perfect poker player right now.
Oh.
She's the only one who knows all that junk
knows everything. Yes.
Okay,
You guys don't. You must keep character with this.
Alright.
You must. Also, Emery has a sense of deja vu. He doesn't know why. All right, so
Oh.
you all
Ask the dragon. The dragon is key.
The dragon knows.
save the cheerleader, save the world. Oh shit! Now Kira's gonna sue us.
Damn it.
Oh wait, they don't exist anymore.
All
I
right.
Oh yeah, don't worry,
I
you're
don't
safe.
think that
His
it's going to be
eyebrows
an
really
issue.
bother me, okay?
So the four of you, do you leave her behind?
Well,
Yeah,
she
but
said
I
that she'd
trail
catch up, so
slowly.
I'm going.
I don't want to, but I offered and she didn't want me.
Jigsaw.
I'll just wait for you out here.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, I'm not in any hurry. I'm just gonna sit here.
Should we rest?
I think you guys are at full because you just rested at the inn.
Then
That
I go.
didn't happen.
I go back in town and I look for signs of where Noah could be.
D20.
A 20. No, I'm just kidding. A 9.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what the
I wish.
1 in 800 now? Or so what?
1,000, bruh.
Jeez, 2 doubles? Okay, that makes more sense.
No, let's-
You
let's-
wait him out. Like you don't walk back into the gates and go, "You're right there." You walk back in and go, almost like vocally go, "Okay, I know you're coming. Just fucking show up." So he tries to wait you out. You know he's there somewhere until eventually. That's fitting. D20 check again.
2.
Plus what magic?
16 magic.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ! That's almost the amount that Manamarco had. God. So, you sense him try to de-illusion himself. Yeah. You can move that if you need to. Sorry.
Yeah. Blowing on my paper.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be helpful. Put everyone down. You see him disillusion himself. And so you sense it, like you sense him as like a family member, sort of, even though you're not related to him. And you also sense this familiar magic because you felt him do the illusion magic before in the prior timeline.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like an illusion scar. And so you sense where he is.
Okay. I look directly where he is and I tell him to not follow us anymore.
D20. Cunning check.
6.
No
Cunning. No.
That's funny. I rolled a 3. You do not see him react because he did disillusion himself, so he is invisible to you, but you just know he's there. So you essentially just like yell into the alleyway, "Stop it!" Do you do anything else?
Yeah.
I wait for him to respond, to know that he, acknowledges it.
Just keep staring.
Don't pick. You're leaving all the nasties.
What are you talking about?
Just kidding.
Cashews are my favorite.
Mine too, so don't eat them alone.
Oh, you get everything out.
Oh my god.
You hear him
I
whisper,
like all of them. Cashews are really good
"You let our home be destroyed."
though. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
What a son of a bitch, he's back to this again.
Back to it? No, he's first starting it.
I am. Good point.
We hit the rewind.
Where are we? No, when are we?
Oh, that's such a douche time traveler lie.
I'm so glad you know all of my references. Vandalism? That's a good one.
Are you fucking surprised?
Okay.
I'm not.
I tell him, you and I both know that's untrue. And I was the last one that Mother saw before she died.
I'm glad you're remembering what you said.
No.
I'm gonna just reiterate what he said back in the timelines. Like, I was unaware that you and she communicated. Is she dead?
Yes.
Did you kill her?
Yes, I did.
She's a bee.
Because
You changed your answer.
I did.
Okay.
I tell him exactly why and what happened.
I have re-listened to that recording several times to make sure that I can remember how he responded to everyone.
Yeah.
He sits there in silence, like you're assuming he's still there because you haven't heard any like movement, and you eventually hear him say, "I don't even know what to say to you right now."
Shut up.
Huh.
Say what you need.
I tell him he doesn't have to say anything
No, Jenny.
because I'm gonna leave and he's not gonna follow us.
You
And
have-
that I love him.
He says, you have something that I need.
It's the book. I know.
Well, yeah.
You're not going to be able to get it.
I know.
I just imagine the brother response of, well, give it to me then.
Your little bunny friend with the ridiculous accent has it in her bag.
Don't call her
I heard
accent
that.
ridiculous.
No, he didn't.
With these ears.
Supersonic hearing.
I'm aware that she has it, but I'm not about to steal it from her just to give it to you. And I don't want you to steal it from her, and I don't want to see you on this path.
Ooh, she got a lay down ultimatum. or something.
He disillusions himself, or re-illusions himself, however you want to put it. He
He's
appears.
visible.
He appears to you, and he has a belligerent, frustrated expression on his face, and he says, "What are you gonna do to stop me?"
Oh,
Meanwhile, I was open just
Tell
trotting
him.
away.
Pretty much.
Oh, she'll catch
meanwhile,
up.
in the background, Phobos' teeth grinding.
You can hear it all
That's
the
what
way
I'm
out in the
thinking about
fields.
actually doing. I tell him that if he tries to get it, then he'll end up dying.
Oh, shit.
D20.
Without knowing about the time travel out of context,
7.
he's gonna take this as
That's right.
a threat.
Yeah.
He surprisingly takes it, not well, but he takes it seriously, as if your conviction makes you believe it so much that it's kind of flooring him a little bit. Like,
Like,
you
what?
really
Whoa.
think that you guys can stop me?
I see the future.
He says to you,
I seen it. I seen shit.
he says to you,
Stuff.
I need the thaumaturgicas in order to stop our father from creating an abomination that is a mixture of genie magic and a dragon soul. He wants to
Sounds
own
kinda
this.
awesome.
He wants to own this world.
And Dragon Limb.
Then give me the books.
What?
Ooh,
Give
yeah.
them to me.
Why?
Because I'm with several people, and we have been on this path for quite a while now, and we have the potential to stop him. More than you.
Rule the galaxy.
So then, would it be a Dragini then?
Dragini.
Sounds like a drunk
Draggy.
person trying to say genie. Like,
I dream of
you're a
Dragini.
genie.
Jamie.
Yes.
D28.
Jenny.
17. Finally a
Oh.
2-digit number.
He actually does not argue with you, but he does not.
Finally.
He does not give over his thaumaturgica. Not his, but Zilphin's. But still, he
Yeah,
does
what
not
he
give
did.
it over. But instead, he kind of drums his fingers on the satchel bag that he, or the satchel that he has at his side, where you assume that that's where it is.
Indiana Jones has one.
He taps it and thinks, and he says, "There's a scholar in the Enchanted Forest named Belle, who I was going to bring the thaumaturgicas to, because rumor has it that she can read them.
I'd hit
Okay.
it.
I tell you what, I'll race you there." And on his expression, you can see a bit of playfulness instead of pure, just like, "I hate you." It's actually a bit of like, haha.
So he went from Anakin Skywalker to Obi-Wan.
I actually will take you up on that deal.
He says, "Cool."
You guys should shake on it, but let me shake on it.
Oh my god.
I'll shake on it and then I'll just get flashbacks and then I'll start convulsing.
God. Hold on. He has a chance to make a big decision to you.
What?
I hate your luck. You have like the most unbelievable luck in this game.
That's how I feel lately.
Every campaign has the lucky one.
Yeah.
Katie.
I'm a rabbit.
Just
the lucky rabbit's fun.
Just FYI.
I can't read that. Hold on. Is it a good thing?
Yes.
Okay. Just hold on. I'm
I know,
getting
I know,
to it.
I know.
I want to do this before I
I said
forget.
when you.
I know. Everybody, calm down. Okay.
You
Um,
calm
He
down.
when you say I'll take you up on that deal or however you said it, he extends a hand out.
Oh. I shake it.
And he has
And then
Rasputin's ring on it.
I
Or-
grab-
In-
Not Rasputin.
Oh.
Jesus.
In his
Christ.
palm
That was dumb.
is a round, small object.
Oh. I take it.
As you take it and pull it out of his hand, he grabs your wrist and pulls you into a hug.
Aww. I come in with a stab right into the chest. No, I'm just kidding. I hug him back immediately.
This
I'd
is seriously.
be so turned on with that.
This is seriously what happens. He holds you, and he whispers to you, and there's a bit of a shake in his voice, and he says, "I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I almost lost you in some way."
Aw.
Oh,
Aw.
he's the audience. Oh.
I give him a kiss on the cheek, and I tell him I love him, and then I push him kind of playfully and tell him to leave.
Yeah, get out of here, you.
Get
Go,
out of
you
here.
knucklehead, you.
In a somewhat morose, melancholic way, he turns his back on you and he says, "I'm very good at that." And he disengages and is gone. Congratulations. You averted almost any chance of anything bad happening to him, and at least in
For
this
now.
immediate time.
Yeah.
Zilton finally appears. I saw everything.
Oh God.
I was texting Tom the whole time. Got really lucky on all my stealth checks.
Oh God.
And Tommy pulls out his phone. Oh shit, yeah. 20, 20, 20,
20.
20.
Whoa.
One.
When did you roll?
What's this one?
The one was for my corpse explosion, as usual.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You receive 700 XP.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's a hefty amount.
Because you
That's-
know everything, did not ask for help, did everything appropriately, communicated, rolled high,
Yeah. Good.
and you accepted his offer to be nice. The ring that
Good
he gave
number.
you is called Thumbelina's Tiara.
Ooh. Let's see.
You wear the ring on your head.
It's a really big
How do you
ring.
spell
Okay.
Thumbelina?
THUMBE.
Okay. E
L-I-N-A.
L-I. Oh.
That was a good one.
Spell it how it's
apostrophe
sounds.
S.
Oh, of course.
The ring is so large, it's actually a tiara.
It's actually too small.
It is a ring, duh. Adds 2 willpower and 2 magic.
Ooh.
Fuck you. Give me
Ew.
that. That's like 2 level ups. Give
It's,
me that shit.
it's an exotic weapon, yes. Weapon,
It's a
exotic
weapon.
it's an exotic accessory.
You don't even know she
Would
has
this
I
um
know.
It also requires level 9, but too late now.
ha-
The ability on it, yes, it has an ability on it.
Such a good ring.
damn.
So just hear me out. You can. It's a little bit long. So here it is.
It's a once per day ability. You win the game. No big deal.
So just hear me out. So it's a passive called Last Song.
Okay.
If the wearer fails their Constitution checks after they've died, Thumbelina's tiara will shatter, releasing a fairy, healing them back to full HP and MP.
Oh, nice.
The ring after that cannot be recovered, repaired, or resurrected.
Okay.
Whoa.
Sounds good to me.
So
It
Does that
is.
replace
here's
my
the
ring
big
of
question:
Elsa?
Are any of you gonna catch why that's weird?
for the
I-
Thumbelina thing?
Because you gave her a crazy strong thing?
No.
Uh,
Give me a d20 cunning to see if you get it.
I don't know.
10.
Why does
I'm pretty sure it's weird because Noah had it when
Yeah.
he died,
Yes.
and he didn't resurrect.
Oh.
Yes.
So he's not a follower of the right god, I imagine. Or he
Maybe
had
he was
some kind
saving
of-
it?
He didn't
some
like
kind
it.
of a curse on him.
Or maybe.
Or maybe he was saving it.
Yeah.
Like, from when he had to, like, kill his father or something, maybe? And he was gonna,
Huh.
like, who knows?
Or he was married to Thumbelina.
he's Tom Thumb?
He's Peter Pan. Like, he's not married. He's seriously my version of Peter Pan, guys, by the way.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
He's not wearing any green.
Noah. He's like Noah's Ark. He's a boat.
He's a boat with swords, okay?
But this swords are just stuck in like the fucking ore spot, so they just kind of go in this little tiny circle.
All right, Luna, what do you do?
Um,
Jinxa and Cosmo are still waiting for you outside the gates.
well, first of all, does that ring replace my
It's
ring of
so
Elsa?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just have to remember to take that off.
So, for the time being, what are you wanting to wear?
I'll put the new one on.
The new one on.
Yeah.
So just put a star next to it then,
Okay.
just depending on which one you want to wear at a time. That's the easiest way.
Good idea.
Wait, you can only have one ring on?
Yes,
Huh?
you can only have one ring
It's
at
like
a time.
Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Which that made me so mad. When Oblivion
Yeah.
came out, you could have like 2 or 3 on. When Skyrim came out, I'm just like, yeah, I get 2. I get
One.
two.
one. I was doing that earlier. I completely forgot when I started playing again.
Cameron, what are you doing?
She's giving you treats.
She's decorating my
Loves
keyboard
you.
with Skittles.
That's
Keeping
adorable.
you
What I plan on doing now,
nourished while you work so hard
Nourished.
to.
as I leave,
Saving you from low blood sugar.
Yeah.
I grab a pen and pencil
Sorry.
and I write down that I know exactly who Zilthan is, and I write down who he is, and I put it in my pocket. Well, I don't have pockets technically,
You do.
but I do.
You stick it in your bosom.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if someone
The
were to
move back
find
little
that
bosoms.
secret that you're carrying, the fact that you kept it secret might add to the notoriety of my
Zoltan, you don't
character.
know this is actually
I
happening.
know.
This is true.
I know. It's just, you
Your
know.
friend
Do not
prevented-
listen to his mind games. Listen to my mind games. It's
People
viable.
might get the wrong idea, is what I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah, whatever. Your character's
That
giving
is
me a
true.
chance. I should be happy. Whoop-de-doo.
Would you like to share why you're doing that, or do you want to keep that a secret for a later time?
Just keep it secret. It's better that way.
good idea.
Yeah.
Please, though, keep a note on your.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Okay, cool. Just to make sure that you remember that you've done that. What are you doing? What are you doing? The white ones are the best. The white ones are the best.
What flavor is
It's on
it?
I said that because you want to keep them on there. Right there for me.
My brain thinks it's weird though. It's not connecting the flavor like it should be.
Okay. So talk to your neurons real quick.
White doesn't
Go, go
taste
on.
that way.
White
Talk to
wash.
Trevor about that.
Synapse.
It's on me. I pickpocket Luna for no apparent
synapse.
reason.
That's not
Okay.
meta.
All right.
I
When
just
you,
get bored and pickpocket the whole party.
Miss
You get the
Luna,
note, you're like, what?
Empress Luna, when you re-meet Jinxa and Cosmo, what do you do / say?
I
say, what the heck took you so long?
I said, sorry, I meant to buy this ring. It's pretty. And then I go, let's go. And I jump on the horse.
You kept us waiting to go shopping? We just
Actually a really
fucking
good
did
cover.
that!
I'm sorry.
That's a really good cover, though.
I mean, I told you guys you didn't have to. She starts to cry. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't cry.
Which actually isn't that hard because she just had an emotional event.
We just
Traumatized.
fucking went shopping for 2 hours.
I saw it. I didn't know I could afford it.
She likes
Okay.
like super like ugly crying and like curling up to the ball, and the rest of them are like, no, dude, it's okay.
There's
like
like a
it's not
snot
that
bubble.
big of a deal.
You guys waiting.
Zilfin and Phobos, what do you do while you guys are trotting awkwardly next to each other?
Typical like bro stuff. Like, yeah, I totally hit it.
Hit that.
Phobos, then.
I've got fucking horns. I've not hit anything in a while.
Phobos realizes at that moment that Zilfin's actually a virgin.
What?
You're literally the 40-year-old virgin.
Well, I'm 20, but okay.
Alright, that's fine.
I don't have an
Wait,
age.
whoa, can that be the conversation? Because, like, Phobos was a soldier, you know what soldiers do? They go around and they have fun, right?
They
So
rape
he's
and
like,
pillage,
"So
yeah."
really? Never? Not once.
yeah. That conversation's happening.
Yeah,
sure.
okay. Moving on.
So,
Kinda makes me
last
sad.
session, I tried to stab him through the spine. This session, we're bonding.
Yeah.
And I
some
stopped
girl
you.
bonding times.
I feel like a terrible person.
Earlier, but, all right.
Yeah.
But that's gonna happen in LA, huh? That would be, yeah, so it'd be another-
Yeah, I'm basically just like, yeah, well, you know, I haven't found the right woman with the correct sense of gray or ambiguous darkness within them.
Yeah. And you want some big boobies on her,
And
too.
yeah, obviously the big boobies
Phobos
like
is in a
Yeah.
they feel like you know, wet sandbags,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Meanwhile, he's just
Big
like,
giant
I thought you
stress
got
balls.
your jellies off with a
Soft
Clark or
sandbags.
something
I'm
at
gonna
this
say
age.
wet unless there was rain or sweat or
Wet.
sex juice
Ugh.
or something?
When you
Sex
squish him, it
juice.
keeps the
Please
handprints.
don't use that phrase ever again, Jenny.
So you want memory foam?
Sex juice?
Memory foam
You know
boobs.
that feeling like when you're playing around and like you squeeze and like there's a sound of clicking like a mouse.
Oh yeah.
You know, like that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Wait, are you trying to say you're a nerd?
I did some things with a Quarian once.
Oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You ever have that moment where you're like playing around with them and you squeeze one and the other gets larger and you're like, that's weird.
You realize it's been a doll the whole time.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
blow up doll jokes.
Okay.
Are you chewing cud or
Alright, if you're
Skittles?
doing that, I'm gonna get out of beer.
So, the ladies of the party
Describe your titties.
Well,
try to
they're
quickly.
very flat.
So how do you hide the note in your cleavage?
It kind of just falls through my shirt.
You're like, oh, that's not a...
Ladies,
Well,
ladies
shit.
of the party, give me a D20, please.
Ladies,
Is this determining if we got pregnant during the fight with the dragon?
character ladies
Oh my
or
God.
people who are ladies in real
That was
life?
fucked up.
Ladies in real life.
I got a 7.
10.
8.
7, 8, 10. We need a 9.
You're all women in real life.
Men of the party, roll D20s, please.
Don't assume my character's gender.
Oh my god. I got a 4.
17.
Great. Super.
Congratulations, Trevor.
Wait, what did you roll, Jeff?
Phobos.
4.
Phobos.
Yes.
Moral choice. Do you
Oh.
abandon the genie, or do you stay with him?
Why?
What
Because
kind
you're
of man
going
is
so
for?
goddamn slow.
Oh.
Mate, do you not know how to ride a horse?
I'm trying my best.
You literally just let it fucking walk.
I'm
He's like doing this on it, like, come on.
Like you know those Harleys that have a really stupidly high up handlebars just holding the reins like that? I'm like, no, I'm gonna slow my horse down and like reach
Here's-
over and teach him how to
here's
like
what I-
hold
just
the
decided.
damn
He's
here's
reins.
like,
what I
I'll go to bed.
actually
Yeah.
here's what I actually say. I say I'm riding slowly because we're waiting for the others anyway.
Okay.
Duh.
So, Phobos, do you stay with him in that pace, or do you like rush ahead for some reason?
I go scouting ahead with the intent to return.
Okay. The ladies come across Zilfin 1 hour after traveling, and Zilfin's kind of like,
Okay.
and that's it.
That's very varied.
Hey, for a second.
Oh, Phobos
Jinxa-
scouted ahead by the
Is
way.
Jinxa riding on more of a smaller horse, or is it regular size? Like
It is a regular sized horse.
Oh, okay.
Because Emery is also helping steer with the hip set on the rump.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna make a joke that she was a low rider, but I guess I can't.
Low rider.
And now that song is stuck in my head.
I will say that the people of Dreamscape donated 2 more horses to you guys because originally you had 3 from way back when, if you remember.
Yep.
Now you have 1 for each of you because you guys destroyed Rape Dragon Emerald.
Ooh.
Sweet.
So now there's not a problem of just like, oh, God, Emery, get off me, your tail. Oh, God. Yeah. So, sorry, you have that problem though.
With a tail?
Yeah. Anyway,
Your wings.
it's supposed to be funny, but once again, I'm not funny. So I rolled doubles, then I rolled snakes.
Uh-oh.
But it doesn't matter because I've already rolled the first three rolls of encounters, and you guys hit nothing. So doesn't matter. But yeah, the sun is now down.
You're not forcing something on Snake Eyes?
It wasn't. I wasn't saying guys. It was one. It was.
I
a
go,
singular
hurry
one.
up,
Oh,
you
oh,
guys. We gotta, we
Um.
gotta get to the place we're going to.
So suddenly Luna. Oh yeah, Phobos, you rejoin the party because you're just like, I better slow down now. So after 3 hours, you guys find Phobos just kind of wandering and around in circles, going, "It's dark. I don't have a mage light or a
I
torch."
don't have night vision. This sucks.
Mage light.
Suddenly, you hear your party approaching, and you're like, "Guys!" And then suddenly a bright light blinds you, and you're just like, "Oh, Luna, turn off the light."
It's the White Wizard.
Tommy.
That is my
Much
name.
better for Phobos. So I leave my horse just kind of chilling, and I stealth off to the side and wait and pretend like I've been kidnapped or something.
Okay. What do you guys do upon finding Roach? What?
I rolled a nat 20 on my stealth check, and I got plus 19 to stealth.
Oh my god.
You guys have no idea where Trevor has gone.
I see the horse and I go, oh, finally. Oh, let's keep going. No, I'm just kidding. I don't say that.
Okay.
I don't say
Most
that.
is feeling the love.
I go, well, I guess, I mean, I could use a blood golem.
Oh.
Someone kill Roach for me.
No!
I get off my horse and I go, shit, where the fuck did he go? And I start looking. And I'm like, Mage Light. I cast another one just so I can, like, see even better.
You can only have one.
Damn it.
I
I can't dual Mage Light?
I use my kids.
Eh.
Oh, I can
juggle
see through
them.
You are
things.
very sensy.
You can?
Yes,
I
I
can.
would like to try and see through the trees
Okay.
to see where he is. I don't know how far the see-through power lasts.
I don't know.
Well, that didn't work.
Did
Yeah,
we
That
do
did
that
not work
one?
at all, and you also can't
You
use it
nat
for the rest of
one.
the day.
Aww.
The rest of the
I-
night, 'cause it's nighttime.
I reveal
Wow, that's like Aiden crying right there.
I reveal my character's sign power of the flower, and I charm the horse Roach
No, don't hurt the horse. I
with
will
an 11 plus
I
2.
will
Horse
stab you.
suddenly turns towards you going,
Oh no.
I go, Roach, tell me what happened to Phobos.
It's adorable. Oh my god.
Roach very confidently looks back at you and tells you everything. It is then that you wish that you were actually born a few months later, because then you would have been born under the mark that gave you the ability to communicate with horses.
Perfect.
So all you hear is.
I take
Meanwhile,
my
I
mirror
appear
shield
right behind Zilthan and just quietly say, "The fuck you doing to my horse?"
It's like a spotlight.
I go, I'm nothing.
We create a spotlight together.
With my
He
mirror.
just reappeared.
Oh, Trevor, that's no
You guys
fun.
need to listen to Trevor more often, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trevor.
He has a lot to say, but it's very valuable.
You should have stayed hidden because we were gonna use a spotlight. We were gonna start.
Oh, where'd he go?
That's how I'm gonna stealth from now on. Okay, so I rolled stealth.
Perfect.
I actually like that. Please do that.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Trevor, take 100 XP for fooling your party.
Damn it!
Just so the listeners realize what's going on, Trevor keeps turning off video on his Skype call whenever
So
he
we
stealths,
can't
and
see
it's
him.
funny.
Meanwhile, everybody listening is going, "What the fuck is that weird tall guy doing?" Oh wait, we don't know he's tall. We only hear his voice.
What's that weird Dutch guy doing? How do you know he's Dutch? I don't know. He sounds Dutch.
He said something about Heineken. I don't know.
Hey, nephews.
Do you
It's
guys?
actually-
I'm going to pose the
oh,
same
yeah.
question that I did last session at this exact part of the map. Do you guys camp or do you keep going?
We gotta beat Noah.
Yeah,
We
dude.
have to keep
You're the
going.
only
Oh,
one
yeah,
that
shit.
knows, though.
But wait, we don't know about that.
I'm
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna want to keep going regardless because I'm all like, I don't really like being on the road. So.
It's kind of creepy in this forest.
To help you, you actually are not on a road because there's no paved path directly from Dreamscape to the Enchanted
Even
Forest. 'Cause the
creepier.
Enchanted Forest is
Oh.
not a kingdom.
Right.
Let's keep going. I'm not tired. I'm full of
Only
everything
if we had
anyway.
light. Are you guys just gonna hold mage lights or something?
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
game.
Are you willing to roll for a mage light?
I'll
every
summon a
round?
mage light.
Ooh,
Sure,
3
even though I
mage
don't
lights?
have one.
Damn.
You do.
You all inherently have mage lights because you're mages.
I don't.
No, not these two, but you three because you're mages. You automatically can do that.
I didn't know this whole
Mm-hmm.
time.
That's a level. That's a level 0 ability.
We haven't had a
Yes,
whole lot of
Emery,
reason
it's
for
been
it, to be
awesome.
fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll again.
Yeah, you can try.
8. I did something.
20.
Like my hand.
That's
Wait, with
amazing.
what?
Emery, seeing all of your mage lights and feeling jealous, goes, "Aw." Mom suddenly goes, "Well, give it a try." He's like, "All right." I just burst flame out into the sky, and you're like, "Okay."
All the trees set fire. We cause
you
a
get
forest
I
fire.
was gonna say, did you start a fucking forest fire, kid?
You guys aren't in the forest yet, so he literally shoots a pillar out into the stars, and you're like, "Oh wow."
Everybody does
Who's
it
got the
weird.
marshmallows?
So I just kind of look over at Jinx and go, "The fuck are you feeding that boy?"
Not rabbits.
Just
Something
meat and
spicy
habanero
about you.
peppers. Okay.
All right. You keep
Everybody
going.
has light. I'm gonna go in the middle.
Don't count your toes.
Emery can only hold it for like up to 5 minutes, so.
Alright, I was imagining just like a little one. Not that.
Get a torch and it'll just blow it on fire and be like, oh, there we go.
That's true.
Um,
Blue ones.
Yeah, go for it. You guys, the mages, will have to give me 5 d20 rolls, please.
There was only 2
Holy
dark
crap.
Let me know if you guys hit any 1s, 2s, or 3s.
I hit a 1.
Okay.
I didn't really do that.
I just spelled burst twice.
Do
in a row,
I keep rolling?
Yes.
And then a 5.
20.
I get a D20 whenever we start playing.
15.
5 d20, please.
I'm waiting.
And 3. Oh, and
I
one
get
more.
too distracted and I might lose count.
10.
You don't want that. 5. 19. Spell burst.
Good.
13. 13. Ooh, weird. 19 spell burst.
Okay, you guys are good.
I get spell burst on 18! How many more times can I mention it in this video?
You guys come across a pack of wolves.
Yes.
Wolves.
Wolves.
Yes, Cheez-Its!
There are 4 of them. Actually, let me roll.
You're like, this is payback.
There
for
are
all the
4
other
of
stuff
them.
You guys eat every week.
Tommy, can you let me know when we're close to the place I was supposed to go, like, race Noah to?
Definitely.
Okay, thank you.
You are not there yet.
Okay.
Well, what do? You have initiative.
Yes, the pee.
Actually, wait. What's her dex?
I
I just
peed.
boosted mine.
Her dex is what?
9.
9.
9!
She still goes first because she's lighter. Hey
That
guys,
makes
guess
sense.
what? Because Emery can actually breathe fire, he has a chance to attack now. Plus, he just killed his dad a little bit ago, so he can now
What
battle.
was the
Wait,
throat
does that mean we
coming
can give
back?
him a weapon?
He already has a
He had a
weapon.
weapon.
Oh,
has
he
a short-
does?
He has a short sword. It's just a little, like, pokey. That's it.
Though it's kind of a choice on whether or not you guys want a 7-year-old to fight with you, but you know, whatever.
He's
I
seen,
guess
he's
it's
on
seen
a-
some shit already.
Let the boy
Who's the
battle,
DM
I
here?
say.
The rate he's aging.
Who's the
come
DM
on.
here?
Like,
It'll be 8 in the morning.
oh, okay. I will do charge.
Let the boy fight.
15.
It hits one of the wolves, and you're like, aw. That was Jenny, by the way, listeners.
You're gonna start a house.
Are they-
I just watched that today. Ah,
Love
shit.
Zootopia so
Sorry,
much.
guys, my alarm just went off.
Wow.
No way.
Can you tell me
Rude,
now?
I'm recording.
I'm so sorry.
That probably like hurt the microphone.
That was-
Oh, yeah.
It
We're
went right
fighting
immediately.
It was like, stop everything.
So are these Trevor kind of wolves where we're all gonna die?
They're timber. They're a little bit bigger than.
So they're like the ones from Zootopia. Weren't they timber wolves? Yeah, they were.
They were a mixture, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna start hell.
I'm working on it. 4 plus 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 17. And 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26 plus 7 lightning damage.
You may go now.
Are you sure?
I just wanted you to do a
Are
little
you
go.
sure? I'm allowed to? I can go now?
By the way, listener, I don't wear the pants in this relationship. Whew.
Way to make it known.
We already knew that. Shut up, best friend.
Middle fingers.
Speaking of, Trevor, go.
Go.
So there are 4 wolves. Where are they around us?
Yeah.
They're wolves. They haven't even gotten time to like swarm you guys, like get around you. So they're actually quite direct. There be wolves.
There be
I
wolves.
charge forward on Roach. And while I do it, I take that one of the new dragon knives I've got off my belt and throw it.
Cool. At the same one that Jinx fought, or somebody else?
Yeah, I'll aim for the wounded one.
Okay.
That'll be the most obvious designation. Alright, so that is a 20, but not a nat 20.
Okay.
Damage?
Definitely, yeah. It hits. I was really sad about that.
What, do throwing daggers get the same bonuses, like cunning and strength?
I think it's just cunning, right? It's
strength
cunning
too.
and strength? Okay.
Yeah,
cunning
because
and strength.
it's a physical weapon.
Yeah, okay.
Then 18 damage.
Did you get throwing mastery this time? Or throw? 18? Okay.
I It's what I was planning on getting for my next level. This time I took toughness.
Okay. Jinx that. Sorry, wow. Luna,
No.
what do you do? There's one with 33, one with 18, and 2 untouched.
Then I chain lightning them.
Showing where?
Left.
The one that
Side.
Jinx hit, the one that Trevor hit, or the one or one that didn't get hit. Hold on.
I'll
Disengage.
go for...
No. I told you I wanted to hit the same one that she did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He did say that, yes.
Okay, then I start with the one that they hit.
I want Cheez-Its.
Yeah, because you guys don't have enough snack
So
food.
out of context for the recording.
I know, sorry.
A 17.
Trevor's eating Cheez-Its party.
The
People listening,
Cheez-Its?
Whatever, people.
Chain lightning.
Audience, yes.
Jesus, give us money.
Why do you have to be so mean to me?
7,
You know I'm
So
sensitive,
11
especially when it's my time of the month.
plus...
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Snapchat that.
That actually wasn't bad. Like, I'm looking at my
11
screen going,
plus
that's kind of
Put
picturesque.
the salt on
30.
that. Jesus.
How much?
30.
30?
Alright.
Okay, so I did 30 damage with my
The green
chain
one.
lightning, the first thing.
The first
Meanwhile-
one definitely dies.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, 30 damage is being dealt to the first Timberwolf.
That's
by means
amazing.
of chain lightning.
And then...
Why didn't you cast Tempest on him, you fool?
Well, you know,
Because shut the fuck up, Jeff.
because it's expensive.
It's like 2 more mana, or 3 more mana, I think.
And
chain
then...
I'll let you
Lightning
play
is
Electromancer
sexy
next
fuck.
game, Jeff.
Sure,
And then...
love to.
So critical
my
all
shock
the time.
aura.
I can't. I will be in my trailer.
1d10.
Thanks, Kevin Spacey.
Shock aura.
I got it.
I love
I got a 2, so I don't know which target that will be. And then a 3, so it doesn't stun.
I'm stupid.
And then my d10. This is a d8. d10. 10 plus 19. 29.
Luna, I absolutely love the fact that you stayed focused during your entire turn, ignoring the fact that these two were talking a ton.
3.
I was trying not
Oh,
to. Really.
sorry, -1 because I have 18 magic, not 19.
Thank you for your honesty. Jeffrey.
I just look at the wolves with pity. I'm kidding.
Wow.
You're all dead. I'm
What's your
sorry.
summons? Oh, wait.
I drain life the most the damaged wolf.
It's a very lazy designation, but okay.
Oh my word.
Excuse me.
Very rude.
Fine, the one that her shock aura hit.
Okay. I'm just teasing you.
Spell burst.
Excellent.
It does a lot.
Miles away laughing at your
It does
shenanigans.
It's probably dead.
36 or something?
35. It's 35.
35. It dies as well.
Excellent. I immediately raise a blood golem out from
the
wolf.
corpse of a wolf.
Yes.
Interesting.
And the blood golem cast is success. And upon summoning a blood golem, the corpse explodes, dealing 3d6 plus 2 times magic.
Oh, you tricky son bitch. That was good.
So bitch.
You roll your eyes like so many die rolls.
Yeah. So it does 24 true damage to all adjacent wolves.
Holy shit.
The third one dies,
Oh.
and the last one still stands.
Just one more?
Terrific.
There's only one more.
How much damage did you
I cannot tell you that. We're past halfway through the game now, so I'm not offering.
You can't blame a girl for
Free
trying.
No, I understand. In prior games, I would have told you, but now I'm not going to because I'm mean.
Yeah.
Very mean.
I'm thinking in my head about the damage.
You should heal it and try to tame it, and then you should name it Judy Hops, in honor of Jinx's
Just
mother.
don't name it Nymeria.
Why not? I always name my wolves Nymeria.
Why do you think I said it?
God.
How well do you know
So
your friends,
whiny. You wonder why we make fun of your whininess.
Name that I DM'd, and that's what she fucking named it.
I'll name it Ghost,
Oh.
okay? God. Or
I remember a game that like Becky,
Shut
Trevor, Jenny,
up.
and I we were playing some game together, and she named something of hers Nymeria, and she was making a big deal about it. I remember this. I was looking at Trevor like, "What the fuck is this about?" And Trevor's like, "She always does this." I'm like, "When? Like, when has she done this?" It was some
Game
sort of
Thrones, bro.
It was some sort of like board game or something where she got a dog and she named it Nightmare.
What
and
about
everything.
Shaggy Dog? That was the best name
I don't know.
for
Yeah.
Shaggy
the
dog.
Stark
And that
Wolf,
worked out
Dire
so
Wolf.
well.
Oh, rest in peace, Shaggy Dog.
Wow.
Spoiler alert.
Okay. Yeah, it did not last long. What do I do? I think I'm gonna try to hit it because there's only one of them left, so why not?
Was it that or with your sword?
With my sword! With a one.
On my ox.
Son of a bitch. 2 ones in a row, basically.
You do not accidentally unsummon your sword.
I'm gonna shit. I'm gonna have to just whine some more now. Okay, I'm gonna just try to zap it then.
You can't. That was your major action.
You can't minor just.
Nope.
Well, I guess I may as well give armor to Katie. Yeah, well, no, that's a waste too, because it's just a dumb wolf that's gonna die next turn. So I guess.
You can just wait.
I use
I'm not gonna do
my
anything.
power to calm the wolf.
I'm gonna cry.
A 20. No, I'm just kidding. That's me.
The wolf flees.
Oops.
Oh.
Wait, does it really?
Yes.
After my display.
I'll
of
pretend
bravery-
like it was
just
me,
wipe
but
out
I'm
the rest of
assuming
its pack.
because
Not all that
it's
surprising.
got no pack anymore. I'm like, yes,
It is
I'm
then
so
that
powerful.
Phobos launches himself off of Roach, gets onto all fours, and goes,
Oh
I
god.
will be your alpha!
Phobos, stop. You're gonna start a
Now I
hell.
jump onto
You're gonna start
the
a hell!
What, Trevor?
I jump off of Roach onto the wolf, tackle it, and say, I'm your daddy now.
Oh god.
Dear God.
No, I don't. I let go.
Trevor's like,
Retract.
I can't tell if I'm kidding or not. How do you feel about this?
I zapped the wolf for 15 unholy damage. It's running away.
But that's mean.
That's not nice.
It's running away.
Meanwhile, Phobos off the side going, dick move.
It feels the damage and starts limping away.
How many times have literally every single one of you guys chased something down in the game and killed it?
Never, because I've
But
never
wolves
been
are
a piece of
pretty.
shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
Does
I've never done
does
that.
Your
anyone
last character
else go after it?
Breathe fire.
And then 8 things.
Or-
I did chase
I forgot
them,
about
but you're
that.
right. You're absolutely right. I did do it that one time for no. I don't know why I did that.
Tell me.
Hmm?
Trying to be
All I
chaotic.
do is retrieve my throwing dagger.
It made things interesting.
You do so. You also pull off like a slice of cheese at the deli. You just pull off its wolf pelt and go, ew. But you have it in your inventory now.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
Okay.
No one finishes the job, really?
No.
Am I able to zap it again?
Sure.
I zapped it for another 15 unholy.
Your blood golem blocks your spell, and then of course corpse explodes in front of you, and then you realize this was a nightmare dream, and you go, ah. Wow. that
And
was
we're
weird.
back at the city
We're
and we have
back
to
in the
start
fucking
again.
market.
Fucking hell. Not only that, we're in the market in Agrabah.
You
Oh
guys are back
god.
to level 2.
Oh Jesus.
You've just exited the Cave of Wonders.
No.
Violet is before you.
The cycle never ends.
Allow me to remind you of the first thing you said to Violet. Do you want to eat jerky in your presence?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Swear to God, if we all teleported back to that point, Phobos would just fucking seppuku shank himself.
You guys all received 200 XP, including Emery.
Oh, alright.
Emery does not receive
I
XP.
didn't
I
even
am
do
kidding.
anything.
Oh.
I rolled a
You are
zero.
not. You do not run 2 characters at once.
Oh, I rolled a
200,
one.
yes. You guys now are able to retrieve up to 2 remaining wolf pelts because the one that you exploded into a blood golem no longer exists. So there's that.
Sure.
Well, I got one of them. You already gave it to me.
Exactly. I said up to 2 more.
Oh, I forgot that we killed the 4th. My bad.
So then take 50 more XP
I
because
kinda
it's
want
spiteful to the other
one.
party members.
Can I have one?
Alright.
You take it. You take
You also find a random lock in the middle of the ground and you unlock it with your keyblade. Take 50 more. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
I might wear the wolf.
You are now in the field of locks. Unlock, unlock, unlock,
All but
unlock,
one
unlock,
of them will
unlock.
kill you instantly.
Oh god. No thanks.
But if you
Figure
find
it
the
out.
one that won't kill you, it's 5,000 XP.
Worth.
It's 100,000.
Do you guys keep going?
Yes. Is my blood golem able to keep up with the horses?
No.
Damn it. Fucking slow ass minions. Should
How
have
dare
like
they not have any
should have like a
muscle.
necromancer bird or something.
You guys find a wagon that has been left behind. There's also a deceased horse in front of it,
No.
and no human body around it.
Sounds like a Skyrim encounter.
It does. Where's the
Check the
jester?
horse for wounds.
You're right. I need to help him fix his wheel.
The horse has been impaled through the side.
Oh.
By a spear?
You can't tell what the weapon is, but it is.
Oh, the
rather-
weapon's not there anymore.
Yes,
Did you say it was just a horse? But
just a
there was,
horse, but there's no like two-legged creature.
Is there any
Can I
like
look around for tracks and stuff?
Yes.
use your Witcher senses?
Pretty much. 17 plus 10 cunning.
In the dark,
I
it
use my
is.
Witcher senses.
In the dark, it is difficult to tell clearly, but the general direction of movement away seems to indicate that whoever left this place behind was going towards the forest. The forest, by the way, you can now see it's very, very, very tall trees off in the distance. You guys are about 2.5 hours away.
Can I use my magic senses to see if there's any magic around? 12.
There is not.
Can I, if
The
nobody
wagon-
else wants to do anything, can I observe the cart and see what's in there?
Yes, the wagon itself is enclosed, so like it has walls and a roof and like a little door to it. So you open up the door, it is not locked, and you can crawl in there if you want to. Inside is different like foot lockers or barrels or
Ugh.
that was bad, Jeff. Jesus.
Jeffrey.
It's alright.
Um,
I'm really sorry.
and so
Oh god, I can smell it. Boy.
there are different things inside that were left alone.
So obviously they weren't trying to. Well, whoever attacked him wasn't trying to steal anything.
Mm-hmm.
I they were really bad at it.
So did you already inspect the wound on the horse?
He got impaled through the side by an unknown weapon.
I love how detectively you guys get sometimes. It's like, how did the victim die?
It's a horse.
I
Can I-
asked for
can
a
I find the
manual
tracks?
inside there, and I go and I observe.
I just for print.
What size boot was he wearing? How can you tell it was a he? Good point. Good point.
You see, the impression of the heel is slightly deeper than it would be normally, so you can surmise that it's a large man in heavy footwear. He's running quickly, so each footstep is slightly deeper into the ground than it would be.
Oh my god.
Listen, David Tennant, calm down, alright?
Fuck that noise.
I use my
Benedict
mage light.
Cumberbatch.
Fair enough.
I use a mage light to see if I can see any tracks when it's lit in the area.
It's the same answer as him. Because
Oh,
I
really?
assume that he used one of your mage lights to see as much as you could.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
However,
I'm sharing everything I find with the party.
Trevor is crawling half of his body inside of the wagon, the other half going ba-dong, 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 as he is like looking
But
through
do I
different
got that
things. You see a very large cloak inside of one of the wooden chests that is like very thick and shaggy. Smells kind of weird. You see sprigs of lavender. You see honeycomb. You see a standard HP potion.
Yoink.
And you see... Hold. Hold.
Jeez.
Oops. You find a skull cap,
Oh.
which is a plus 6 HP, requires 5 strength to use it.
That'd be good for our tanky tank. Or you, I mean, if you want it. But
That
I've
doesn't
got
go with
horns.
my outfit.
I pull on over my arms. No, I'm kidding.
Big little
No.
holes.
I will take the cloak and the HP potion, and then I will take the skull cap out and offer it to Jinxa.
Sure. I take it.
Jinxa, as soon as you put it on, your ears flop over your eyes and go, shit.
No, I'm
Take a dagger and pop holes through it first.
I'm not Nidget.
it makes me think of the hat that Judy Hopps wears when she becomes the meter maid. She's so cute with that outfit.
Alright, Bobby.
Watch that.
Bobby.
Tommy,
You haven't seen it? It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
What's the standard HP potion again? 2d4?
3d4 plus 8.
Finding Dory and it was
3d6
Sorry,
plus
3d6 plus 8.
Finding
3d6
Dory
plus
is so
8.
good.
Got it.
It made me cry. Like,
I know.
Me too.
3d6.
Mhm.
3
Mm.
damage.
For
I
the,
was a
for, the,
3d6.
for the HP potion that he gives you.
Or whatever thing he gave me.
Skull cap.
It is
Skull cap.
6 HP,
6 HP.
minus 1 dex checks and movement.
Dex.
Requires 5 strength.
Dex. Check.
Is there anything special about the cloak?
I don't know.
Skull cap.
16 plus 10 cunning.
Yes.
So she's wearing a wolf
You
mask.
can't tell.
Still.
You can't tell.
Wolf
I
mask.
say-
I rolled it out to the many magical users in our party and asked them
And
what
a
they
lightning
think.
sword.
She
Phobos.
decked out.
Hand me the cloak.
And platinum armor.
I'm not
Oh
gonna
my
get it back.
god.
So she's
It
a tank.
depends.
No one's gonna be able to tell she's a little
Guys,
bunny
there's
at this
2
point.
conversations going on. I can't focus on
Sorry.
either one.
Yeah, fuck your conversation.
Oh.
I say it depends.
I heard that. Alright, I'll let you examine it.
Thank you. 5 plus 15 is 20.
It is called Donkey Skin's Mantle.
It's made of donkey skin, right?
It is made of donkey skin, but have any of you ever heard of that fairy tale?
Yes.
Nope.
I haven't.
Donkey Skin, she was a fair princess who the older king kept trying to woo, and she kept giving him impossible tasks. So she told him, one of the last tasks she told him was to skin his favorite donkey, because she figured he would never do that. And he did it, and that was his gift to her, was the skin of the donkey.
That's
And
so
so
sad.
she wore it to escape, to get away from him.
And eventually he got bored of chasing her and married someone else. But she was banished from that kingdom anyway because she basically manipulated him and lied to him, and so she forever became a donkey skin princess.
But she has a dress made of
The poor
sun.
fucking donkey.
Who wrote
I know.
that?
Yeah. I don't know, probably the Grimm brothers, or I don't know, Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
Donkey's,
Movie.
Donkey Skin's Mantle.
Alright.
It is +1 dex and +1 magic.
Neato.
Very interesting.
A cloak made entirely of donkey fur. This cloak was once made to hide away a princess long since forgotten. It has 2 abilities. You guys have gotten quite lucky on the exotic rolls this time. Ability 1, it is a passive called Forgotten Secret. The wearer is able to disengage without the need to success roll.
I like how specific you read that for Trevor.
Prerequisite. Disengage.
I think I got that covered.
The second ability, it's just an ass. It's an instant. Wearer's aggro is dropped by 50%. For every
shit, son.
it costs 4 MP per use.
So I should not wear this.
I go to Zilton and go, I'll be taking that back now, laddie.
We would probably all die if you wore it.
Zoltan's like, I was gonna use that for my blood golem.
You have something that I want. No.
I'm the one taking your virginity.
I throw it back at you, and I like after I know what it does, I'm just so like, this is for you, buddy.
Alright, so
Maybe you should make a deal with him to get it
bye
back.
bye fire.
That's what I was saying. Like, you have something that I want, but I didn't want to reveal my shenanigans to everyone outside of Luna just yet.
Unless somebody
I fucking
pickpockets
wanna
me.
know what you wanted from me.
What?
Hey Tommy, can you like text me those stats so I can type them out?
plug this in for me? Thank you.
Yes, let me run to the bathroom real quick.
Go for it.
Trevor, I got you covered, buddy.
Cool.
It's
Got your back, bro.
it's a cloak, so it has +2 HP, and then has +1 dex, +1 magic.
2 seconds. I'm typing slowly, I've been drinking. Plus
It's so
1.
weird. This computer likes to overheat when I
Plus
do it like this.
1. Hey, you know what that
Thank you.
means? It means I have 1 magic now.
Yep.
Got it? And then the whole disengage without a success roll thing.
Yeah. Disengage without success roll. Also, your defense goes up by 1 because you have 10 dex now.
Yep, thank you for keeping track of that, because I did too. And then have the ability.
And then the last ability on it was it's just an ass, which drops your current aggro by 50% at the expense of 4 MP,
Thank you.
It's just an ass.
which is insane.
That ass.
I know, right? Especially since my backstab literally does 150 fucking damage.
Excuse me?
My backstab ability with that fucking Masamune sword does 150 damage.
Ow. So, and that's just gonna keep growing.
Yes, it is.
I just love that you said Masamune sword. You were basically just all like sword.
Yes, I was. This is my katana blade.
Yeah.
There is Panera Bread.
Yeah.
All the characters are
That is an excellent
There
point.
is chai tea, which is TT.
Wait, does Panera really mean bread?
Yes.
Oh,
Pandas.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's like
Hannah.
bready bread.
Hmm.
Yay!
Oh.
You ate all the cashews out of there. You saw me
Correction.
eat.
I ate most of that
Oh shit, that means my defense goes up. What?
I did help a little bit.
What's your defense?
13 now.
Oh.
Okay. You guys travel for 2 more hours and reach the edge of the Enchanted Forest. Congratulations, you have encountered another new area.
Da-na-na-na.
It is still nightfall. Not nightfall, what am I saying? It's night. God, you're such an idiot, Tommy.
Aw.
Dude, you're really hard on yourself. Man.
Yeah, I know.
Tommy's not an idiot. Don't listen to Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy's such a...
God, Tommy. It is now around midnight. Everybody give me a D20 cunning check.
Cool, so I can do my see-through thing.
Mhm.
So
10.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
My cunning is 17.
9.
25.
Well, gee, Trevor.
Zilthan, you get a scarab stuck on your eye.
Stuck like I can't even bat it off?
No.
Can I see it? Look
It gets
off
one
for
of
it
its
like I did
legs
with
stuck
Cosmo?
underneath your eyelid.
I literally go...
This happened to me last time, or like the time before.
I know.
Yeah,
It's a
can I
new
just-
timeline.
I try to, like, smack it off in my face with an 11.
You successfully bat it away and go,
Alright, laddie.
That's traumatizing.
Phobos,
Yeah, alright.
Phobos and Cosmo both look up above the tree line, which is quite high already, and you can see an eerie kind of glow of light coming from afar, deeper in the forest. But essentially, the fact that you guys are able to see it means that it's either really bright and or coming from a source that is very high up.
What color is it?
Very high.
It's a yellow, like candlelight, like that kind of color.
I pointed out to the rest of the party if they haven't already seen it.
I hadn't, thank you.
You
That's,
all look up and you're like, oh yeah, I guess.
So wait, it's above the tree line? Is there like a mountain or anything? I missed that part.
So you are able to surmise from what you're seeing that there is some large source inside the forest that is exuding light.
So there's like a house up there. Or
It
a
could
little-
be.
I go, we should go up there, you guys.
Yeah.
Can we tell how far away it is first?
No.
I levitate all of us and we fly to
Wow.
it.
First of all, Luna, you are now at the Enchanted Forest. You are now in the area that you said you were racing to.
Yes.
There is no sign of your brother.
Okay. I can't even sense him with that familiar.
You tap a tree, got it, beat you. Na, 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 na.
I win.
You scratch a little thing in a tree that just says, ha ha.
What do you all do?
Is there a pathway leading up there somehow?
No, the Enchanted Forest is an unpaved, unmapped area of chaos.
Shit.
Really?
I like that. Let's move forward.
I
well, I
mark
guess we
every
gotta-
third tree so I know where we came from.
Good idea.
Yeah?
That's really smart.
What are you all looking for?
I want to find a way, there has to be like some kind of path up to it somewhere.
I vote we go find that light. It's the only hint we have.
Sounds good.
Because, you know, it's so nice that he gave us that clue and everything.
I do that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are able to make your way quite easily through the forest. You lose sight of the outside world pretty quickly. You are able to mark your trees pretty easily. The Masamune sword is super sharp, so it's like snick. Oh, I almost cut the tree down. Shit. Snick. Oh shit. Snick. Oh shit. Snick. So.
I was actually thinking of using one of my daggers so I wouldn't blunt my sword, but
Shoot, I was really hoping your sword would be blunt by the next battle.
yeah, I saw that coming.
Um.
Because I got a shitty regular dagger. That's what I was going to use.
Okay. So, you mark the trees. But you also realize that maybe it doesn't make too much of a difference because the trees are so dense in here. But you continue to do so anyway if you so choose. Another thing that you're realizing is a little weird is that there's no chittering, tweeting, or any sort of sounds of animals that you can hear.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys adventure for 4 hours through the forest.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Unless you guys choose to not go that long.
Well, I mean, I said, okay, let's go.
Let's just do it.
Let's get
do it.
lost. Good news. You guys do not end up coming back across one of the trees that you marked, meaning that you are, in fact, going in a singular direction. The bad news is that you went literally 4 hours in a straight line, meaning you are very far away from the outside world. So, if you guys get somehow stuck in here in some way, you're going to have a hell of a time getting out.
Yay.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Tommy's going to lose us in
Uh-oh,
there.
Blair Witch Project.
The other good news is that you do come into a clearing. Very large clearing. In this, so much so, in fact, that you guys come across a hidden village.
What?
Yes.
How do we know it's hidden?
Are we in an M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Spoiler. Yeah, actually on the other side of this forest, there's a whole on city. Like, there's concrete buildings.
I knew it.
There's attorneys,
Oh wait, they're just people.
powerhouses.
Okay.
But just attorneys, nothing else.
Just attorneys everywhere, as far as the eye can
Right.
see.
They actually can't do shit. All they do is stand around and argue until they starve. For those listeners who are attorneys, I apologize.
Please don't sue us.
Okay, unless your name is Sue.
Eh.
Okay. You guys come across a very, very cozy, almost like romantic looking village. The cottages have nice sloped roofs made of like a thick straw material. The walls are made of cobblestone. The ground is paved. Everybody is asleep, so you can hear snoring coming through the open windows. There are no fewer than 20 houses that you can see going down a bit of a slope into a further valley that also has the forest around the edges. You can see a bit off that suddenly there's a sharp incline jutting up into a hill or a small mountain. And up that hill / small mountain is a castle. Full-on castle. And that is where the bright light is coming from. Specifically from a tall tower in one of them.
Oh, Harry, don't look at the light!
Is there any magic? Is there any magic we can sense it's coming from?
Faintly. I will say again,
Yeah.
over those 4 hours that you guys were walking, there was not a single motion of a deer, no wolf attacks, not even a bug that you can see under your boots.
That's creepy.
Shenanigans? Except for the scarab that landed in Zilphin's eye.
Yeah.
Correct,
I
but that
don't-
was on the outside of the forest.
I don't like this. What's this dead forest? What does it smell like in here?
Fresh and foliage.
I rolled a 1. I
Rolled a
don't have
1,
any
so it
notes.
actually smelled dead and corpsey.
Can I observe the houses? I want to look for signs of people.
So, Katie, you played Outlast 2. Imagine this
Oh, yeah.
village.
Oh God.
I'm kidding.
Oh
I'm
God.
totally kidding.
I leave.
You're like, this is a nice place. Let's leave. I don't want
That's
to meet
your
any
people?
Catholics.
I kind of like this place.
Yeah?
You would.
It doesn't. It's not an Outlast village. Okay. Yes, Trevor. What'd you roll?
26.
What were you looking for exactly? Like just observing the houses?
Signs of people. I want to see signs of people, signs of animals, signs of fucking life.
People are living here. Like, if you peer through the windows like a fucking creeper, you're seeing a family sleeping in beds, you're seeing food on the tables left over from dinner, you're seeing a dog sleeping in front of a fireplace. It's actually, honestly, a very nice-looking place.
I just imagine Phobos, because he's a fucking demon not caring, just getting up into the windows like,
There's something, there's something wrong. I don't like it.
I hope, I couldn't see where my eye was. I was hoping it was just my eye. In the
It was
screen.
perfect. Trust me.
I kind of want you to do that again so I can take a picture of it and send it to you.
Trevor's cunning checks.
Please do that again. I'm gonna do it.
God damn it, alright. Oh.
Should I use my magic senses to sense some? Oh boy, goodness, do some tweezing there, bro.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Put some what in the what now?
Nothing.
Now fucking say it.
No, real men don't shape their eyebrows. I know.
See,
I knew
Cameron?
one
See?
guy. I knew one guy that would wax his eyebrows.
What's wrong with your
She
eyebrows?
tweezes everything.
Hey, it's not nice to out me like that, Kitty.
Tweeze your
I'm kidding.
My eyebrows need
Okay.
tweezing.
I'm kidding!
Do a magic check. That was smart.
So yeah, what do you guys do?
Yeah, magic check.
Okay.
/
Dragon
trap
check.
magic. Trap music.
I trap that.
17. Nearly a spell burst, but not.
You can tell that there is one house that has more magic around it. But it's not nefarious. It's not like necromantic. It's not.
Sorry, bro. Just some
It's-
magical energy.
It's almost like there's a village witch that people come to for apothecary or magical needs.
She's the midwife.
Do you guys want to go?
It's fucking priceless.
You want to go like visit the witch magic house
Yes.
Everyone is asleep. It is like
Oh.
4:00 in the morning.
I guess we'll just have to
later?
camp
Never sleep.
in the. I guess we
Seriously,
could.
this person never sleeps.
There's no inn here.
No, not that you can see.
Is there a
Because I say
stable?
again, this was a secret village.
True.
This forest is supposed to be seen as unpaved, unmapped. It's supposed to be chaotic.
You might
No,
wanna.
this is
Wanna,
not.
like, shout out like, hello!
This is not Brigadoon. just
We
in
might
case
wanna
any of you were
camp
thinking
here.
that.
You guys.
Aw,
Secret village.
sword dance time.
Trevor, did you hear that?
Secret village!
Secret time.
I had the
We
same
don't have the rest of the
thought.
song!
I was just reserving this song.
Do you guys want to wait for morning?
Well, I mean,
I want to
I
awkwardly
guess we
camp
should.
in the middle of town so they find us as soon as they wake up. And they're like,
Exactly.
Where the fuck did you come
No,
from?
we shouldn't startle them, you guys.
It is a nice village plaza where there are shops.
It's not a bad
not many.
idea.
There's like 4 shops in town.
Yeah.
And there is a well in the dead center that people literally just get their water from that fucking well. And so if you wanted to camp in the middle of town,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like it. We're gonna startle them all.
why was that so funny to
You said
you?
the fucking well. Like, it's just.
You keep describing things by putting fucking in front of them. I'm like,
This is a fucking well where people get their fucking water from. That's literally it.
so it's fucking water? Like, they
Ew.
There's
fuck
fucking
Like,
water.
they don't get any
There's a fucking stable.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Every time you describe anything, they're
There's a
putting
lot of fucking
in front
houses
of
though.
you. With all these fucking people.
There's actually a fucking village. Like, the name of the village is fucking village.
so are you guys saying that I use that word a lot, like as an
No.
adjective? Like, is that what
You
you're?
don't use it fucking enough.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Ah.
So if you guys wanted to camp
Camp in town.
in the middle
Yes.
of the
Right in the
town,
fucking middle.
Yep.
you would have to.
Super.
I'm really trying to not say it. It's hard. So if you wanted to
You could
camp
In
in
the middle of
the
fucking
middle
town.
of the town.
Tommy's very
I
conscious of
don't
his
like
fucking
this
right now.
If you look
idea,
around the well.
but I'm not gonna separate myself from my friends.
Why? You guys did it last session where you guys went into 3 fucking separate directions.
I didn't want
There it
to
is
do
again.
that.
Fucking watch it, dude.
Come on, Emery. Let's go to the Enchanted Forest alone. Come on, dead Noah. Let's go back to Dreamscape. I climb a tree. Okay.
She's a rabbit. She can't climb.
I'm sorry, guys. We're being serious now. What do you guys do? Fuck.
Sleep in the middle.
Time travel out of the
I guess I
forest.
do the same shit.
Okay. I gave you that Crash Bandicoot mask keychain, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That was the most random thing I've ever heard.
Oh boy. You guys sleep very peacefully and nicely and easily for the first hour. Then the second roll was Snake Eyes, so it's like, this is a really nice as you guys are shaken awake by enormous hands.
I told you it's mad
By a
idea.
T-Rex.
But
I
enormous
can't actually look
hands.
at it. It's just crouching over with its tiny arms going, okay, wait. Now I can see you.
You all awaken, and you all have to suppress shouts, unless you shout. Anyway. You posted to Facebook? Oh,
Yeah.
Trevor. He's not creepy at all. Okay, you guys are awoken by a half-giant who is looking down at you with gelled hair, and he's looking at you like, what are you doing in my town?
Oh
What are
shit.
you doing to your hair?
I am sexier than you.
Then Art thou.
I scream really loud.
He covers his
Oh,
ears
you
and
got
goes,
asshole.
can you please hold back? You are hurting me.
Oh, I'm sorry, you scared me.
I have that effect on people.
Why do you talk like that?
I am half of a giant.
So you talk like that?
You sounded like you said vagina.
I'm half vagina.
No.
Bobo says no chill.
He says, how did you get here? This place is a secret.
As luck would have it, we traveled 4 hours to the forest and found you.
That is record
I
time,
sense
considering
So
that
secret.
speed.
Why is there a fucking light leading us in?
Ah,
That too, yes.
the stupid woman is at work again.
Who's the
Woman.
stupid
Hey,
woman?
don't
Is her
look at
name
stupid
Belle
lady.
by
That's
chance?
sexist.
How do you know her?
We were told of this day.
What?
I'm a powerful
Wait,
wizard.
wait. I lean over to Zilton like,
I'm kidding. I'm literally not kidding. I'm a powerful wizard.
He looks upon you at your Agrabah turban, which is quite sad because he's like, oh, Agrabah died. I mean, an Agrabah! It died! Yes, an Agrabah, not
I am
the
a mystic
Agrabah.
who has traveled far from the land of Agrabah. Plus 2 charm.
He resists your charm, and he's
By
like,
14?
you are clearly not from Agrabah, you liar. Why are you lying to me?
Well,
he's just really
when I
bad
said
at getting
from
tagged.
Agrabah, that's where we came from. That's not my hometown. We were just there previously.
Word games go over my head, which is quite a feat considering how tall I am.
Is this a fucking Drax?
That's clever.
He stands up and he is 7
Drax.
feet tall.
Oh.
I want to hug him.
This is not Drax.
Well, needless to say, my previous statements still stand. I'm quite powerful, and I was actually told of this day coming, so I'm not surprised by your large stature, and we're here to see Belle. So there.
Well, you seem to know where she is. So
Yes.
why stop and sleep in the street when you are clearly able to go up and meet her?
We've been traveling for a very, very long time and wanted to be at
Peak.
peak performance and
yeah.
very well rested before approaching Belle, because first impressions are everything, dear.
He
Not to
ba-
mention the fact that it's difficult to find a hidden village inside of a forest. We were kind of sleepy.
He bows, like nice and graceful for a very large, blumbering figure, and he
Yeah.
says, please forgive me, travelers. It has been a long time since I have met strangers.
You were gonna say travelers again, weren't you?
No.
Oh, stop.
You.
He's just stumbling over his words because he's not good at this.
You are forgiven, handsome tall man.
He blushes and says, truly.
You need a little bit more blush right around the cheekbones. Accentuate your features.
That is what my mother always said, but she said I must kill a human to find the right color blush.
Uh-oh.
But I would not. Not now. Not
ever.
ever.
Are you telling me that you've never killed anyone, half giant?
That is not what I said.
Are you related to William Shatner?
My apologies, little one. But who?
That was perfect. Listen, do you know anything about this Belle stupid woman, as you said?
Indeed, she is a witch.
Okay.
She must be eliminated, but not by me.
Okay, I knew everything about that except for the eliminated part. Why would you say that she should be eliminated?
She meddles with magics that are not meant to be used.
Or meddled with?
What,
I
is
know
she
not of
books?
what you speak.
Could you describe maybe some of the magics or the aftermath?
I
of
believe
such things?
it is she that silences the forest, and she kills all who go against her. She turns the very nature of her husband, known as the Beast.
Ooh.
Do you know where the beast might be?
He looks up at the castle.
Oh.
Interesting.
Thank you for all your information. You've been more than kind. I believe we're going to be off now. Party?
Yes. Quite so.
He says, "Please, trust no one here.
I want
They
to
are
shop.
not all kind." And he makes his way down the road.
Interesting.
Well, that was.
Where the fuck did he come from?
He startled us awake with his large hand hands.
No, I know that.
Oh,
Where the fuck did he come from?
the village.
Did he?
I don't know.
He did
The
not.
way he was just talking, it sounded like he wasn't from around here. I must kill the witch.
He said,
But
my
I've been
village.
living here for a long
Go
time and just
stealth
haven't
after him
quite
and
gotten around
ask,
to it
bro.
yet.
As he's walking by, I say, oh, by the way, what did you mean by my village? Are you like the mayor or something?
He turns around and says, "I have lived here since I was a young lad. My hut." And he points over to a random hill. He's like, "If you all would like to meet again.
Oh. Well, thank you, kind giant.
I am quite good at cooking lamb."
Oh, I'd
Actually,
love
that
to
sounds
try it
really good.
someday.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's weird.
Yeah. Also, you didn't seem very deterred by the fact that I claimed that I was a very powerful magician.
And yet he doesn't like the witch.
Yeah.
It's really scared you.
Yeah.
Scared. In fact, scared, I would say.
It is around 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, yes, we should probably keep sleeping. It happened only an hour afterwards. So.
That's a
People
good
are
point.
starting to wake up and come out of their houses.
Well, my
Stay
MP is
awake.
filled up after the 1 hour of rest.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mine too.
I'm okay. I took a little crash nap. Sure.
I don't think anybody was damaged.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I was just missing MP.
Not unless the giant shook us so hard to wake
No.
up that.
Snapped all of our spines.
Yeah.
He dealt 1 grip damage.
He
One
was actually
startle
a
damage.
Ripley.
But he was a half giant.
Yeah.
So.
Ripley's, believe it or not.
I already made that joke hours ago.
That in here doesn't count.
Listen to the record.
Candy.
So, what do you want to do? It's a bit of a fork in the road. Or kind of a spoon, because you don't really have a decisive direction. So, it's
Go
about.
see the witch lady.
You know, honestly, I mean, if you guys want to talk to the folks in the town, I'm not against that, but I would like to go up to the castle and maybe see what this
I do too.
poem is all about.
But first, I want to go to that one hut that I sensed all the more magic.
That is wise.
What I mean is, where I
What was
sense the heightened levels of magic.
We know what hut
Yeah.
you're talking about.
I'm trying to explain it properly without stuttering the physical anymore. Okay?
Today, Junior.
Castle. We have
It's
one
the
vote.
vote.
We have
Oh,
one
I
vote
thought
for
you were
castle.
calling him Castle.
No, I said we have one vote for castle.
I definitely want to go to the castle too.
2 vote for castle. 3 vote for castle. So
I
we're,
do too, but
everyone's
I remember
overruled,
that
so
one.
it doesn't matter. So we're all going to castle. I'm going with you guys. Yay! Okay.
In your
So,
mind.
as you guys are making your way towards the castle or towards the general direction, kind of hoping that there's a path up there, there is a path up there. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You guys see an older man with a long walking stick making his way up the steep hill towards the castle entrance. Do you guys follow him? Outrun him? Walk up with him?
I kick his walking stick and watch him tumble down the hill. I'm
Terrible
kidding.
actress.
I asked
That
him
is
why he's
very
walking
rude.
towards the castle.
I walk up to him and I'd be like, I put my arm out and I go, do you want some help going up the hill?
Aww. Look at this chick.
Oh,
And I want to
she's
ask
sweet.
him why he's heading up that way.
In response to Luna's question, he says, "Oh, thank you. It's quite a long walk, you see." And then in response to
Pardon me, I'm sorry.
in response to Trevor, he says, "I'm going to talk to my daughter."
Oh.
Is your daughter Belle?
The very same. Have you met Belle?
Not yet.
Not yet, we haven't, but that's why we came here.
Oh, have you come to attack her?
No.
No, of course not.
Oh, I only thought because you have weapons, and I've never seen you before.
It's a dangerous trek through the woods. We figured we'd protect ourselves.
There's no animals in the woods. How could it be dangerous?
Why are there no animals?
There's
in
shit
the woods?
outside the woods.
Oh, I haven't been out there for many years.
It's no fun.
I don't really know why there's no animals out there, but, you know, we have food. We don't have to hunt anymore. It's okay.
Where's the food come from?
We grow it. And he points out towards the area where the huts, like the half-giant, pointed out to.
So you grow
Like, very
lamb,
quietly,
you grow,
under his breath.
like
Bubbles just
animals.
goes,
Hmm?
You have like animal trees. You just like pick a peg off of it and like start eating it.
He looks at you explaining this. He's like, "Have you never heard of this?"
What the fuck? Is my literal response.
Yes?
Listen, old man, what's her name?
I don't feel like I want to tell you.
That's okay, I'm intimidating, I understand. Your daughter, we believe, is tampering with very forbidden magics. Actually, we have pretty reliable sources telling us this.
We have just one.
Source says-
Hey, for fuck's sake.
And I don't want to paint your daughter in a bad light or anything, but I think maybe she may be responsible for the growing of animals via trees. What? That seems unnatural and unholy, which
Do you
I'm
mean
all
you
about.
breed
but,
the animals, or do you actually grow them?
After these accusations of his daughter, he shrugs you off, Luna,
Oh, dang it.
and starts like stomping all like animatedly like up the hill by
Look
like
what you
stabbing
did,
the dirt
Zoltan.
with the walking stick and just ignoring all of y'all and going.
I think he's gonna have a word with his daughter.
We probably should beat him up there then.
He spins the staff around and pulls out a double-bladed lightsaber and goes, "Motherfucker."
I don't think she means like attacking me.
Oh, yeah.
The castle.
Oh, he pulls away the lightsaber and goes, "I'm an old man."
It's funny because Disney owns Star Wars.
I rush up to him and I put my hand on his shoulder and I go, I'm sorry. He's a little up front. We don't mean any harm to your daughter, I promise.
He puts his hand up as if to like wave you off, and he goes, "You come here thinking that you know everything, but you don't know." Like an old man, kind of grimacing and grumbling, and his handlebar mustache is like going hither and thither, like brushing side to side, side to side, side to side. And he makes it up to the castle entrance, and he, without even knocking, pushes open the doors and just walks inside. And you're like, "Okay, he's been here before."
Were we that close? Because I was going to be like, I just want to blithely walk past him.
Too late.
Damn.
He's a fast old man when he's angry.
I just follow him like I own the fucking place.
The walking stick became roller skates.
And he's going uphill.
Yeah.
This
Don't worry
forest
about
is weird.
Don't worry about it. The forest makes no sense. Lamb trees, sticks that become skates, uphill momentum.
Mystery spot.
Do you guys follow him into the castle?
Yes.
I want to walk in like I own the place. Just, hey, he walked in, I can do that.
We're
The
greeted
ent-
by a candle.
The entranceway, the foyer, if you will, is a very dark, because it is dark stone, foyer. It is cold in here, and you're kind of saddened by the darkness and the cold, and you're kind of like, they could use a chandelier, but they don't have one. So the only light coming into here is through the stained glass windows above the front entrance. And then there are 4 rooms on this level you can see, 2 on either side of you, because it's more kind of a rectangular shape. And there's a grand staircase leading up directly in front of you, and forks and curves around into a second story. And there's a grand double doors directly in front of you up the first layer of stairs. Sorry if that description was very confusing, but there it is. Essentially, you have
Imagine
7
Beauty
ways
and
to
the
go.
Beast. Just go watch Beauty and the Beast and go, oh, that.
Or
want
play
to
Kingdom
use
play
my-
Kingdom Hearts 2, get to Beauty and
Go
the
to
Beast
Hall of
level and go
Fast,
that.
Oh
I
God.
use my library senses.
Yeah?
Or I guess for all you fucking millennials, just go on Google Images.
Show the rest of the party.
As if you're not one.
I'm
I'm
the
an old
oldest
soul,
here.
Tommy. I'm
I'm
an
the
old
oldest
soul.
here.
I'm an old soul.
For my game.
I'm the oldest.
Oh, fuck. One day.
Jinx
Yeah,
calls
big
out,
deal.
hello, is there anyone here?
You can hear your voice echo back to you, and you're like, ow, my ears. Emery goes, Mom, I don't think we're supposed to be here.
Meanwhile, the old man's like, I'm here, but I'm ignoring you.
It's dark. There's no entrance sign. There's not even a welcome mat.
Is he autistic?
He's 7.
It's
That's
the
right.
way you're making him sound. It's okay if he
That's
is.
right.
I'm just asking the way you're making him sound.
Doesn't know autistic.
Okay. Which would be fine if he was. I'm just wondering.
Just has Asperger's.
That's still uncertain. And I just say, well, we're following the old man. We need to find Belle.
He kind of twiddles his thumbs and says, I don't feel welcome here.
I get that feeling too. Don't worry.
That's probably because we're trespassing.
Oh, yeah, good point.
He says, like, but my scales itch. They don't itch. They're part of me. I don't even know what itching is, but I know what this is.
Is there a dragon here?
No. There's nothing here. That's the problem.
Could
Can I
I
sense any
surmise
magic?
from where we are, in relation to this spot, where the hell was the light coming from?
You okay, Sultan?
Generally, you would have to go up the staircase, turn left up the spiraling bit of the staircase, and go up that way.
Excuse me.
I look at the rest of the party and say, shall we explore?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's all split up.
No.
Yeah, that sounds smart.
That sounds like a great idea. You all encounter werewolves again.
Shit.
Good luck.
Yeah, I will be alone.
Ow. I vote that we start heading the way that Phobos
Let's go
has
into
so
the west
cunningly
wing.
decided the light came from.
No, let's not go to the west wing. It's
I
forbidden.
wanted to go up the stairs anyway.
How I know this? I don't. It's a feeling. I've been here
It's just a
before.
feeling.
Guess what? None of you know the story about the West Wing, and you guys are entering the West Wing.
No.
Uh-oh.
So,
God.
you go up
Wait,
into...
of the Oval Office?
Yes, you guys go into the West Wing of Beauty and the Beast Castle, and you are suddenly entering a corridor that is much more lit, because there are chandeliers in here and things start to feel
This
brighter.
corridor is lit.
However, Emery
Thank you, Jenny.
continues to shiver as if he is uncomfortable. You start to hear voices as you are making your way through this corridor, and you continue to see staircases leading up further into this castle. Luna, you are acutely aware that this castle is much steeper and taller than your home was.
It is weird.
Yes. Yes, Trevor.
Can I stealth?
Yes.
Why would my brother leave?
32.
Suddenly, all of you cannot see Phobos. And Emery goes,
I whisper
Dad?
really gently in somebody's ear. Don't worry, I'm still here. Be hella creepy and like go up behind Cosmo and just go, I'm here, don't worry.
Cosmo does a biting motion. in the
Can I
middle.
sit on your shoulders while you're
Yeah.
stealthed, and then it looks like I'm floating?
Like suspended in midair, like okay.
All right.
Like a real genie.
Do you guys follow the voices?
Well,
Should
where
I
are the
check
voices
for,
in correlation to where we thought we were
bad
going?
magic, you think?
my therapist told me not to listen to voices.
Fair enough.
I'm checking
Very
for
fair.
traps. 3.
You don't know
That's
shit.
good.
Am I able to discern what the voices are saying?
No.
Even with my 18.
Do I feel very strong magic? With a 2.
You are
Plus
able to
18.
sense magic.
Is it coming from a direction or it's all over?
It is all around you.
Well, let's keep on. I'm too curious now.
Since I'm stealth, can I still do a cunning check to see if I can see where the voices are coming from?
You know that it's further up, so you would. If you wanted to go find where that light source was coming from. It is also on the direction
Same
up.
direction.
So yeah.
You can't see voices, Trevor. You
I
can
tell
hear them
everybody,
though.
follow
I was
me.
thinking
Oh
the
wait,
same
you can't see me.
I'm like, should be surprised.
Follow the Phobos voice that you cannot see.
I took
either.
the bait.
You guys
Yeah,
make your
I
way.
progress.
You guys make your way through this castle very easily, following the voices, and eventually come to a double set of doors that are ajar. Yes, doors that are also jars. And you
Ooh.
By the
see
river, the door is ajar.
you see 3 people
3 people.
standing inside. You see a beautiful woman with brunette hair. You
Belle.
see a tall, strong man standing behind her with his hands behind his back.
Beast.
And you see
Gaston.
the smaller, older man being all curmudgeon-y and going...
Dad. Belle Beast Dad.
Belby's dad.
Gaston. Let's go. Let's Gaston.
Oh, it's Gaston.
So, you
Or
see,
is it?
you hear the old man going, "No, you must take this and make it a kingdom. You have every right to have your own kingdom. You are the most beautiful of them all." And Belle goes, "Father, I can't have a kingdom and everyone thinks that I'm a witch."
Witchy woman.
Which witch is the real witch?
And her father says, "No one believes that. Only Gaston believes that, and he's spreading rumors."
Oh,
Is Gaston the giant?
let's kick his ass.
Yeah.
Gaston was totally the giant, wasn't he?
How's that
I
song go?
really think that we should
Gaston?
just kill all 3 of them here and just stop the storyline and continue on with other things.
No, we're not gonna kill her.
Hey, you pulling another Azula moment?
Oh God.
Fucking hell. Hey, there's this main character from the story that we're basing this on. I'm
Kill
gonna
her.
stick a dagger into her neck.
Oh God.
Oh wow, Azula died from a rando character. Oh.
Right.
How did you end her life?
I
It
kinda
was
wanna
easy.
kill
I
her
literally
too,
just killed her.
I walk inside and I go, I can help you. And I have my hands behind
she
my back.
does
Just
that, I go around the sides and I stay stealth.
Belle turns first and sees you, and she kind of like leans forward a little bit to look at you, and she's like, "Princess Luna?"
oh,
Oh,
would I
shit,
recognize
dog.
her?
No.
Oh.
I will say because you were such a spoiled little princess that you met thousands of people, so you could not remember her.
I go.
Unless you give me a 19 or a 20 right now.
You're horrible with it.
13. Dang it.
So, and you have definitely never met the beast before.
I kind of look surprised because I'm like, oh, you know me. But then I think about, that I probably met a lot of princesses and princes and empresses and kings and stuff, so because of all the crazy parties and getting drunk
Super
at night,
parties,
you
yeah.
know.
Royal parties are the only parties. And those parties don't stop.
Until I walk in.
Well, hello.
She's like, she shrugs and says, "What are you doing here?"
Well, we just happened upon your village in a way by accident, I guess you could say.
She looks behind you and says, "We?"
My bad. I wave at my friends and everyone to come over.
Guys, come on. Don't make this
Phobos
awkward.
isn't with them.
I very casually walk up into the doorway and I lean against the door frame and I just go like,
The beast eyes you suspiciously, and then he sees Cosmo and he's like, then he sees Jinx and he's like, "Oh." Then he sees Phobos and goes, "Hey, look, a wall."
What about Emery?
Emery, he goes, "Oh." Belle looks at all of you and doesn't seem surprised or deterred at all.
She read about us in a book.
I was gonna say the same thing. Oh my god.
It's almost like that's what her thing is.
It is now that you realize you are standing in a grand library.
Oh.
Yay!
Yay!
I find a hidden Mickey.
You find the hidden Mickey.
I go, what's this about you being called a witch? And
She kind of pinches her, the bridge of her nose, and she says, a few months ago, the animals of the forest disappeared. And Gaston believed that it had something to do with me. He has no proof. He's incorrect. But nonetheless, he is stubborn and adamant about this rumor. And in doing so, people believe that I might be hiding something nefarious. My father here, and she turns to look at him, and he goes, she says, he believes that Rasputin and I deserve to have a kingdom of our own.
Rasputin.
And so,
Ew.
that's what he wants. But frankly, I like an isolated life. I'm sure you're very different, you being a princess, but it's never something that I myself wanted.
don't worry, I have similar issues lately.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Anastasia.
Yeah, what's Rasputin's beast's name? Is that who she was gesturing towards? Oh, that's weird. Ew.
Wait, is that really
It was
the...
Adam.
Wait.
What?
Maybe he
Just
just.
put it out there. I thought the beast's name was Adam.
That's
in the
because I'm
movie.
supposed
I mean,
to
unless
be. But it's his land.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Thing.
where I was
I
about to
don't
go.
actually think I ever knew what the beast's name was now that I think about it.
Adam.
Huh.
It's never said in the movie.
Huh. Weird.
That'll
The
do.
internet said.
Well, in Soviet Russia, beast save you.
Well, that's just weird.
She says, please do not mock my husband. He's a very self-conscious creature. And you actually look over at him and he's crying in a corner reading a book.
Oh.
Him. I was.
My mother named me Adam, but I hated it, so I renamed myself.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
But as a
I want to
bonus-
bring up
No
Noah
matter
in the
how many
books,
times you
but
try
like
to
at
kill me,
the
I
same
won't
time I'm
die.
like, shit.
Do you want privacy?
Yes.
Mm.
Then you're gonna have to tell your party that. Including your hidden friends that Rasputin and Beauty have, not Beauty, and Belle have not seen or met.
Okay.
You didn't
Actually,
see
I have a better
anything.
idea.
Okay?
I go.
You reveal everything to all of you ever.
I go.
That
you,
man's the dark one.
That's what we're talking about.
I go. You
Well,
obviously
I'm technically the dark
like to
one.
read a lot,
You're the white one.
just by telling from this room. Are there books, specific books that you can read that no one else can read?
Hint,
Is there
nudge,
ever
nudge,
stick
wink,
to-
wink.
Her
section?
eyes go wide for just like a quarter of a second, and then she recovers herself and goes, what do you mean?
Well, we all happened upon a special book, the Thaumaturgica.
D20 cunning check.
Since Jinx is not actually paying a lot
12.
of attention, she's fussing over Emery because she doesn't like this place. She kind of perks her ears when you say
Thaumaturgica?
Oh yeah, because none of you
Like,
know
one
what she's
ear?
talking about, so there it is.
Oh yeah.
Do any of you
I'm
react?
still in the room.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Are you gonna backstab Rasputin or what?
No.
I'm just chilling. At this point, I'm almost imagining like I'm in stealth, but like leaning against something, like I'm in a beach chair, like I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah. Hidden in Donkey Skin's mantle.
Yep. I don't get the aggro.
50% less.
Still, consider 50% of 0 is 0, Tommy.
No.
Yeah.
She is intrigued by your proposition and by what you are saying, and she says, I have heard of such things, and I am maybe so bold as to say that I have the capacity to read such novels.
If we helped you, would you help us?
She looks at all of you, looks over at her father, and says, can we talk at a later time, Father? And he, kind of like, frankly throwing a tantrum, throws his wooden stick to the ground and goes, I'll be in my room! And she picks up the stick and hands it to him again, and she says, "You don't have a room. We've already talked about this." And he makes his way out going, and he leaves. And she turns to
Literally
you.
me in 40
What
years.
did you say again?
And she turns to you and says, "What do you want?"
I would like you to read the book for me. I don't quite understand their powers or anything behind the book, but we do happen to have one.
A thaumaturgica is a tome that can unwrite the laws of matter and magic. And what, Trevor?
Don't we have 2 of them?
Only
Do
have
we?
one now because Zilfins was kidnapped by Noah.
Yeah, that's right.
Kidnapped, but not stolen.
I
Kidnapped.
was like, what the hell am I missing?
My character's suddenly like at the mention of it, I'm just all like, whoever stole it might have tried to give it to Belle.
Belle continues and says, "It is a tome that is one of 3. And it is said that if you have all 3, the blue, the red, and the green, that you can create or destroy almost anything."
But only if you can read them, obviously.
Yes.
So reading one wouldn't do anything.
It can do a great deal depending on which novel you have.
What color is the one you have, Cameron?
It is red.
Red? What's the red one do?
That, I must say, I don't know. The green had a lot to do with growth and with prosperity and creation. But red, I am not sure.
Well, it's probably the opposite of green.
There is sounds of footsteps in the hallway.
Uh-oh. Gaston.
I turn around and go,
You see Noah enter
Oh.
the doorway, holding out the green thaumaturgica, holding it up and says, "Well, let's start with that." And he throws it, and it perfectly lands on a table just next to Belle. And he's like, "Been practicing that." And it opens, and she says,
The book's all beat up.
"Today..." The spine's like half torn. Like he's like, "Yeah, I've been practicing all day."
Nailed it.
It opens, and she says, "Well, today is definitely different than I thought it would be." And Rasputin's like, he's still crying in the corner. And she walks over and says, "I'm sorry, who are all of you?"
Well, that's Cosmo. That's Zilfin. That's Jinxa. That's Phobos. That's
You
Noah.
don't introduce Phobos
I'm
because
a-
Phobos is nowhere
Oh, yeah,
to be seen.
that's-
Big fan.
The best part is he's actually not there.
She's
I
like,
totally didn't. I
who am I supposed to be looking at?
Oh.
The
And
wall?
that's Phobos, I think. I don't know.
Well, I don't know where he is, but there is a Phobos.
Meanwhile, in the shadows, I'm like,
Noah, very lively, walks into the library and leans against the bookcases, running his fingers from book to book. Not even reading the spines, but acting really aloof and cocky and himself. And he says to Belle, "Doesn't really matter who we are, just look for a spell that can actually create an abomination." And she blinks and she says, "That word? Abomination?" And he's like, "Yep."
No.
And so she reads it.
I approach him and like, why did you want to look for an abomination?
He turns to you and says, "Leave that to your betters."
What? I hate him. He sucks, bud.
What do you
But
mean
that's
by
the
that?
first time that you guys have heard it. So
You talk down to me again like that, boy, you're gonna have a lot more problems up your sleeve.
he holds back a snort and says, "It's like you're speaking another language. I cannot understand a thing you're saying."
You know, I won the
the
race.
same thing last time.
So
And
you should talk to me about this.
he says, "I've already talked to you, fair deal. She's helping us find exactly what spell Father might be using."
I really want to pants him.
You're still stealth.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
No, I'll wait.
I'll wait, as in do it later.
I go
I'm
over
not-
to
I'm not
Emmy, I'm like,
dismissing the
can you
possibility.
sneeze near him?
All right.
Can you sneeze on him?
Belle, hearing all this rudeness from Noah, is like very quickly going from page to page to page to page. trying not to rip anything because she's, a lover of books. And near the very back of the green book, she points down, touches a rune that you guys have no idea what it says, and she's like, it's right here. Right here.
Why? Okay. Why would he want to find the spell that your father would presumably use to make an abomination? Unless he's trying to do it himself.
We're trying to figure out how to block it.
You're not trying to
guess
summon an
it's a-
abomination, are you?
It's a weak argument.
He rolls his eyes and says, no.
What exactly do you plan to do after we figure out what kind of abomination he uses?
The only way to stop Father from his progress is to know how to
Stop Father from making his progress.
Is to know how to break the summoning circle.
With a stick.
If only. He says to the voice that came from nowhere.
So what happens if she reads it?
He's got the same accent that Jinxa has. Shouldn't he be, like, getting augmented?
He is stealth. He didn't actually talk.
So if he reads it, does that mean that we summon an abomination? Or she reads it, sorry.
She is reading it and looks up and says, it's very incomplete here. There's not a whole lot. Do you have the 2 other tomes?
Oh.
And Noah shrugs and kind of gestures to you guys and says, they have 1.
So that's 2, but we don't have the 3rd.
You guys know where the 3rd one is.
I have the other one, but Noah's being an asshole to Jinxa, so she's not going to want to give it up.
Yeah. So you have 2. The 3rd one you guys have seen in the hands of someone else. Do you remember?
Yeah, no.
Shit.
No.
I don't think I remember.
Everybody give me a d20 for a chance to remember.
Oh,
3.
shit.
1.
16.
15.
3.
Okay.
3.
Emery remembers.
Cosmo and Phobos remember that Soren Markov was the one that was holding the blue thaumaturgica.
That's right.
Shit.
That's right.
We never grabbed it?
Nope.
No, Soren took off with it. You could say he went Soren away.
God damn it.
He made you guys soar away because he threw you out of that tower.
Oh, that's right.
That guy. We went Soren.
Yep.
So we can't do this without that book.
Noah, go fetch.
Noah, go fetch. Alright. Belle says, I'm sorry, I'm not sure how much I can help you without that 3rd tome, so... I mean, is there a spell like this being used? And yes, Trevor.
I have something I'd like to do, but I'll wait for Belle to finish talking.
You can interrupt at any time. She's kind of talking in a circle.
I want to walk up right behind Noah, really creepily, and just be like leaning on a bookshelf next to him and just nonchalantly say, "What if we burn the books?"
No. No.
And
That.
just come out of stealth right next to him, make him shit his pants.
He resists a full-on leap up into the air like Comedy Central status, but he jumps and you see him twitch, and he turns to you and says, "You are really naive. Those thaumaturgicas can't be burned. They can't be sodden. They can't be electrocuted. They can't be damaged."
Well, that's how he was
You're
throwing
really short.
around.
Yep.
So obviously we have to take these from whence they came.
The fires of Mount Doom.
Well,
Yes.
shit.
Also
Where'd they
known
come from?
as Zootopia.
Wow.
I was waiting for that to be part of this.
Super far off to the northeast. Super far off, like past Merida's land.
Mad.
When he calls me naive, I blow him a kiss.
He's like, I'm 15 years old.
That explains why you're so fucking short.
How is it he understands him?
He's mostly
Yeah,
just being an
sure,
asshole
sluggish.
to you because you're short and he thinks that you're
Oh.
more cute than threatening.
She's wearing a wolf mask, a skull cap, platinum armor, a mirror shield.
He just thinks you're a midget knight. Like, what's not cute about that?
You picked the bunny person, Cameron.
All right. What's your defense?
16.
That's cute.
Yeah.
16.
Noah starts to walk away from all of you.
I grab his collar and I make him turn around and I tell him, "You better respect my friends.
He says,
They're important to me, like you are to me.
Jinx it gets
And I'm important to you,
Nice
so
to
treat
meet
them
you.
like they were important to you too, please."
Aww. That's so nice.
Except for Sylvan. I mean, I didn't say that.
you whisper that super close to his face. Except the white fucking king.
The one that looks
Right,
like a
he
pale
is only
worm.
for fucking
D20, Katie. What?
pale worm.
And Jinx can move back. And then give him a
Aw, a 1. I got a 1.
You burp in his face instead of saying all that. You turn him around. And he goes, cool. What'd you roll?
It's an 18.
Cameron gives him a wedgie, and he's like, okay, wow, I'm so done with this, I'm done. And he turns around and starts, just done. He makes his way out of the library, stomping all the way.
Oh, the little Quincy got his feelings hurt.
Cameron, you're missing something.
Uh-oh.
God damn it.
What?
You took the other devil too.
Son of a bitch.
How do you take it? I'm behind him.
You must want to
Yeah.
die.
Not in that instance, when he was standing next to you and you were having that bit of, like, respect me or else, and he was all like, I don't understand a thing you're saying, blah, blah, blah.
Touch me.
Yeah, he didn't.
Okay, would have been nice to know that.
That's why I rolled and you had a defense check.
Am I able to stop him before he goes?
DM gonna DM.
You just now realized this, so that's why I'm basically telling you guys, hey, you notice something's wrong, so do something about it if you want to. That's why I'm saying this.
I run after him and tackle him.
Okay.
With a 6.
He he shimmies to the right as you leap onto him and then onto the floor, and he's like, nope.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Hit every.
If you want him to, I guess.
I wanted to. I don't want to hurt him, but I
Yeah,
want to
14.
use ice on him so I can slow him down really bad from leaving.
Just freeze his legs.
Those 7 burning damage,
Sweet.
I guess. Luna, what do you do?
I tell him to stop walking and to come back
He stops walking, turns around and says, why?
because I still need to talk to you,
Oh.
Noah.
Okay, about what?
Do I know that he took the book?
No, because Jinx didn't tell you.
I shout, he took my bloody book!
Okay, now you know.
Why are you taking the book?
Because, Luna, I have to go after our dear father.
Our deal was to bring the books here,
And we did.
and now you're leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I have the real Thaumaturgica.
You don't have all
Because he's an
3.
arrogant shit heel.
You need all 3 of them for them to even be useful.
Well, I already have 2. The one that Belle's reading right now is a dead copy.
Well, why would you take ours when we could go after the blue one?
Because you are not dying, Luna.
I'm gonna go whether you like it or not. Meaning I probably will die, even if you take the book.
No.
That's why I get... The hell was that, Trevor?
I put my glasses on my laptop just to have them, but I missed, and I accidentally put the lens over the camera, so it's like, hey guys, that's what my eyesight's like.
Scratches.
Shit, things are scratched up. Jesus, look at that.
Luna, you see your brother essentially trying to dodge your logic and basically try to shimmy out of this conversation and go consistently like, just leave this to me. Like, I don't really want to, like, Mother's already dead, and like, you shouldn't die too. That's why I gave you that ring. Like, that will make you live longer. And, like, you know, I'm doing this for good reasons. Just trust me, okay?
That's not gonna stop me, Noah.
No, probably not.
So maybe you
Tommy.
could just work with us.
Oh, God.
Him first.
Which finger first? Okay.
While they're doing all that in the hallway, and like fighting and talking and stuff, I'm still leaning against the doorway looking at Belle.
Yeah.
I would like to have a discussion with Belle while they're distracted.
What do you say
Uh-oh.
to Belle?
Who says we're all distracted, buddy?
Yeah. If anyone's paying attention, then I would like to approach Belle and say, "May I have a word with you?"
My character listens.
Do you have any distinct motivation as Cosmo, not Jenny, to listen to this conversation over an argument happening in the hallway between Luna and her brother?
Yeah, because whenever this one causes problems. And he also, I don't know. I
Okay.
do. I'm interested.
Phobos, where are you?
I am floating near Luna, ready to intercede in this argument if needs be. Could I actually disengage beforehand?
You're already invisible. Oh, sorry, yeah, you reappeared. So yes, you can disengage. Bam, you're disengaged.
Cool, because that cloak.
Yeah.
Can I just sit next to it because I don't trust this shitheel not to attack his sister?
All right.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're kind of my. She's my friend.
Zilfin, D20.
Can I listen to like both of these things at
No.
once? Ah, shit.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, whatever. Well, I got myself into trouble last time defending.
She
this
agrees.
Can I have a word?
Yes, and she gestures towards the back of the library where it's kind of like its own little private sitting reading room. And she
Right.
sits in the middle of she sits on a cushy, poofy chair and with a high back, and she's like, "Please sit down." And you see teacups already set out. One of them has a chip in it.
That's cute.
Nah.
Chip.
It is not moving. It is not alive. Thank God.
So I basically opened up the conversation with, when we entered the room, it sounded like a lot of people were trying to tell you what to do with your life.
And she nods and chitters and says, "Oh, that's just my dad. He's overprotective. Yeah, that's a daily thing."
But I'm curious, what do you want with your life?
Oh,
Oh, God.
Aw.
I think I have everything I want.
Yeah?
I think so. I kind of wish for happier lives for people down in the village. I have a loving husband. I live in a castle. I'm safe here. You can tell
Well,
that
this fucker showed up.
you can tell that she's not telling everything.
I know. I'm perceptive.
The Genie-ling's like, humans are so predictable. I am Ryu from Death Note.
I'm literally going to like pull that card on her and go like, "You can stop the act. I want to have a real heart-to-heart with you."
Says
She-
Rumpelstiltskin.
She kind of like shakes her head as if like shaking off a fly and says, "I'm sorry, why are we having this conversation?"
I like you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even remember your name.
That's okay. For my name's not important.
I'm just waiting for you to sing the "Trust in Me"
Yeah.
from Pa.
Yeah.
Jungle Book.
One of your, how I'd say, standing
Como se dice?
or a title. Someone who has a lot of power and books at their disposal. It's all rather nice. And I want to help you. And I feel like you're hiding something from me that I know I can help with. I just need you to say it.
Do you have your phone?
That's creepy.
Yes, I do have my phone.
Being good next.
Talking behind our backs. Friends
Yeah,
don't.
I'm listening.
Friends don't keep secrets.
You are not listening in on this conversation.
I guess I'm in the hallway with you then.
Really? Okay. Well, we can start with your name.
I am Belle of the Enchanted Forest.
I laugh immediately.
She is obviously
Richard.
frustrated that you did not just
Yeah,
accept that.
Don't blame her. It's frustrating.
I'm just like, no. Did you miss the part where I wanted to have a real conversation with him?
She stands up and says, listen, do you want something here? Because I don't appreciate being interviewed and being laughed at like this in my own home.
No shit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
Belle's a very smart girl.
Royal.
Goyle. She's a very smart girl.
Yeah, I would agree if I was listening. Like, what are you doing?
You can also dumb it down if you want to and just tell me, Tommy, what it is that you want from her.
Sure. Well, I like playing in character.
Of course you
So
do,
that's
but
nice.
I'm just saying, if you wanted
Yeah.
to get right to the heart of the matter, I'm allowing that.
I say no. I didn't mean to offend. Please sit down. It's just I just find it funny the Hume's antics, if you will.
She sits down on the edge of her seat and goes, my question still stands.
Right about that. I overheard a little something about you not wanting the power to rule.
It has been proven time and time again that I am not to be trusted with power.
So in that case, this should be really, really easy for you.
Why?
Because I wish to have your position.
God damn it.
A genieling is making a wish.
Yes.
You misunderstand what my station is. I am not of a royal birth. Rasputin has some sort of royal pull, but he gave that up a long time ago.
It is at this moment where I make it very known with my hands, and I say, "You do a lot of reading."
The glimmer of the gold ring, it catches in the light, and her breath catches, but you see that her face is not fearful, it's acknowledgement. She's actually been quite stubbornly not afraid during this conversation. She's either been pleasant, she's been cordial, she's been frustrated, but she's not been fearful. And she sees it, and her breath catches, and she's like, why would the Dark One wants a kingdom? Of course you do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You're suddenly a lot closer to your kitchen.
She
Whoa!
And it's funny to me.
Because I'm not at this angle.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay. Angles.
She stands up and
Because I'm
says,
slouching.
she stands up and says, you are not getting one from me.
Whoa.
Good for her.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm actually a little taken aback, and I go, "Really?
What
Not at what I have to offer?"
Because this deal only suits you. What are you offering me?
Because I know that you're hiding something, and I can only imagine what it must be like to live a life and have no control over something that you desire so.
That wasn't me.
You don't know what it is that I'm hiding.
Well, then might I ask you what your real name is again?
No.
While this is going on, I'm attempting to get the thaumaturgy to go back.
Katie, you sent me a message. Hold on.
No worries.
Did you send me a message? No.
Mhm.
Yes, you did.
Do I know
Oh.
that? It's not worth texting, but do I know that from Noel?
Yes.
Poor Tommy, you have
Do
so
you
much
say,
going on.
You say this openly in the middle of the hallway in front of everyone,
No.
or you whisper this like, let me whisper in your ear.
I want to be able to tell him secretly.
He accepts your close proximity, even though he's like, what? And you whisper it in his ear, and he stiffens, and he's like, how do you know?
I tell him to just trust me.
How does she
Tommy?
know?
Like, why are you telling me this?
Because I feel like I need to tell somebody, just in case.
Your friends don't know.
No.
Why?
Because I'm afraid of what will happen.
Yes, Trevor.
Since I'm stealthed and near them, can I do the dickish thing and try and eavesdrop?
Yes.
You dick.
Sorry. Is that plus cunning?
Yes.
Then 21.
Oh my god. I can't roll against that.
No, you can't. Highs or lows?
Eyes.
You win.
Damn it.
He hears enough. Not everything, but enough to understand what's going on.
Should I type it to him? Or do you want to just tell him? Doesn't matter.
Well, he just heard the conversation. That's oh, duh, he didn't actually. I'm sorry. Hold on. He shakes his head and says they deserve to know.
Fuck.
I'm not going to be the one to tell them. It should come from you, or else they're going to turn on you for keeping that a secret. They already hate me.
Because you're a dick.
Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
can I start texting you what I'm doing too?
Sure.
Okay. You guys continue.
Noah says, now I'm going to go. And he keeps his hand over his bag and says, now don't you follow me. I'll see you in the next life.
Don't worry, I won't follow you, but I will find you.
That makes no sense.
Yes, it does.
All
Because
right.
I won't follow you now.
Is it possible for me to have taken it out from him while I was talking to her?
No.
Why?
Trevor, I accept that.
Cool.
And he literally turns his back on you guys and goes, bye.
God damn it.
Tackle.
No. I'm
That
sorry.
That was the attempt.
I'm sorry. Zilfin, back to you.
Mm.
This agreement is one-sided.
Yes.
You're not offering anything to me that I want.
Well, you can just tell me what you want then.
I want to be left alone.
Suddenly developing an accent for accent.
I was just thinking that.
She literally speaks in that accent.
Well, because you suddenly realize that I know who you are. All deals aside, then, I don't have a deal to make with you anymore. Unless you want, of course. But, would you mind informing me? Because information's useful. If Belle is even real?
Belle died a long time ago.
Giving up the information so freely.
So did the beast.
Hmm.
Because I killed him after a long and great hunt.
Wait, does that mean that...
So are you taking over?
Wait, is this red, maybe?
I am truthful that I have never wanted to rule.
Mm-hmm.
I have a deal for you,
Okay.
Dark One.
Sure.
You can have the mantle. Because I know with your magic you can make anything real.
Yeah.
You can make yourself look like the beast. and then return to court and say, "Oh, I changed my mind. I actually want the royalty back." And they probably would actually accept you, considering the magic of Knoll. All in exchange for two things. One, you leave me alone after this. And two, you turn everyone in this village, everyone that belongs here, including the beast, back to their carnal form, so that I can hunt them again. Because they were the best of prey. And I want that rush again.
She's Red Riding Hood, isn't she?
I hope not.
I think she is.
She is.
Yeah, where's the
Yeah.
She absolutely is.
Is she dead?
None of you
Guess so.
know.
I stand up.
But we do notice Zilthan talking to them. But I am the only one
He
that
is out of
knows
sight
the
of you
truth
guys.
of him.
I don't know where my character is at this point.
You were observing Noah leaving them behind.
What is the what's the surroundings like? Are there like
You guys are in like
windows or anything like that?
you're kind of in a dark little cubby. Like there's bookshelves around you, but like you can't even see the entrance to the library anymore because it's around a corner. Nobody can see you. You guys are just in a private little nook that she made for her to have some privacy while she read her books.
So that part's true.
Well, my this is a very interesting turn of events because my character's disposition on Red Riding Hood is not the best.
Kill her. I would kill her. I want to kill her now, but I
But you
can't
don't
because I don't
know.
know. Yeah.
This party and their secrets.
Neither
Yeah.
did I, though. Not for lack of trying.
Yeah.
Out in the lobby. I've never been in there in a while.
Does that mean that Noah doesn't know this?
Correct.
I stand up and I very slyly, yet not slyly, that's not the right word, but I tilt my head so I can speak behind me. But I boldly proclaim that Red Riding Hood is in the room.
Oh shit.
I say, I know it's a little off topic now.
Prove it.
So we all hear this?
You can say
Yeah.
it loud enough so
But-
people can hear.
I want
What did you roll?
reasoning.
30. It happens.
What'd you do? God
And
damn
I
it.
start shouting the same thing as Zilthan.
They're dead.
Wait, what'd you
They're
do?
dead?
Not red. They're dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who? All of us?
It's up to Trevor to actually. You guys are on your way back into the library, so you're gonna see this. You guys make your way back into the library, and you're just like, books, glorious books, the smell of oak shelves. And you guys look over to see Rasputin and the beast over in the corner, like sniveling and crying. And you're just like, oh, the poor guy. Why is he covered in blood?
You killed him.
And he is covered in red marks and clear marks because there's blood and there's tears.
Ew.
Well,
Well-
the announcement that that Belle is actually the Little Red Riding Hood is made.
I both
Bam.
us.
Well, I rolled a 1 on it, so I go.
I rolled a 17.
He did not say it. With a 1, he's like,
Do it again.
He's acting weird, guys.
you guys hear Zilthan cough. And you're
And
like,
we see the dead bodies, so I guess we would turn to it anyway.
yes, Trevor.
Can I shout that it's red? Because I figured it out by listening into the entire fucking conversation.
That's true.
Oh, he was listening
He
to
was
our
listening to your
conversation.
conversation.
I was in
Listening to
stealth
the
in the
conversation.
Wait, you weren't
the whole
listening to
time.
me and
He
Noah?
was listening to both.
Oh.
Yeah. He
I
listened to
bailed
the
as
very.
soon as, Anyway, let's just say I did a thing. I bailed before Noah left, and I went back into the room
Okay.
to listen in.
So yes,
And
you
then
can
I'm gonna
shove
shank
this.
Rasputin.
This kind of makes me happy, actually.
And I bellow that Belle, Bell, is not Belle. She's red, and she killed the people in this castle.
No, really, they're dead?
At least
How-
Belle and the Beast are.
How does the party respond?
That sucks. They were
I
my
use
favorite.
I
flare
go-
on her.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, I'm pissed, man.
I use flare on her.
Hold on.
That was my action, I presume. so-
Upon this declaration, Bell Riding Hood
Velvet.
backs up and pulls a very cliche book off the bookshelf, and a door opens behind her, and she runs through it, and she puts her hand out and says, "Don't you try to follow me." And the door shuts, and you guys are left in the room alone.
Oh, should we follow
Well,
her?
fuck you too, Tommy.
Well, then I use.
When the door opens and she makes a statement, I summon Shambles.
Oh.
And I teleport to Shambles.
Yeah.
Don't you Whoa!
And I trust in Phobos' instinct that he remembers the book that she pulled.
Can I do a cunning check to make sure that I
Yes.
spot the right book?
Yes,
15.
you do.
Thank God for
Are
my
the
cunning
three
score.
of us seeing this and we can follow now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You surprise her so much, and I imagine you do that action, you're just like, boop. Because she is at the very top of a staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And you boop her, and she is knocked back and into the darkness, into the staircase. If you were to follow her, and after this happens, the door bookcase opens again, and it's immersed in you're immersed in light, and your party members can see you. What?
I'm very sorry, but technically I need to roll all that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was like, what? Alright, so I summon Shambles, the corpse explosion, spellburst whoop-de-doo, doesn't do any extra damage. And I teleport. There you go.
And boop.
So I take 8 damage.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Trevor.
And
Yep, usually.
I didn't even think about that.
I spend all my MP on it, which is...
What did you say?
To turn my tablet down so it doesn't make noise anymore on that.
Yeah, that's much appreciated. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm all caught up with my character sheet.
Okay. As you guys
Right away.
regroup, you are looking down a dark staircase leading into an abyss. You do not know what is down there. You do not even hear the breathing of Red Riding Hood anymore. You don't hear her clattering on the stairway. You hear absolutely nothing, but you know that is where your target went.
So when I teleported right next to her, I couldn't figure out where she went. She's like stealth or something.
No, I said that when you teleported to where she was, that you booped her and she
Oh.
fell down the stairs.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize that she like fell into like a fucking pit. I thought she just like stumbled back.
She fell in a
It's-
pit and broke her legs.
Man. A staircase leading down, and she kind of fell down the stairs.
Okay.
But you
go,
guys
"Ah!"
cannot see what is at the bottom of those stairs. Yes, Trevor.
Gotcha.
As soon as Zilton and Red disappear, I want to go to the book that I recognize and pull it and shout to everybody to follow me.
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys are all regrouped and seeing the same thing.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Now, Trevor, you receive 800 XP
Dang.
for listening to both conversations, for keeping stealth, for your snarky one-liners, and for killing Rasputin. Katie, for your attempt to calm your brother and revealing the truth about something and blah blah blah, received 600. Cameron, for snubbing and trying to tackle and all your sassiness, 600. Cosmo, for your
Quiet patientness.
quiet
Cosmicness.
patience, 600. Jeff, for your everything, 800.
Yeah.
Did you suspect she was Red Riding Hood from the beginning?
I suspected that she wasn't who she was saying she was.
I didn't even catch on.
And then
to
I
that,
also
so
had
good
hope
shit,
from a
bro.
god. So
No, she
that
was
helps.
weird.
Hmm.
It's either she was the person in which I would like to make a deal with, or she wasn't that person.
Just like, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't even cross my mind.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't know what happens until, until it happens. Well, yeah, that's how all of life works. Yes, Trevor.
Can I stealth again, by the way, once we're following?
You can.
Never mind.
Alright.
Hmm.
Even with a plus 22 to my stealth check, I don't think a nat 1 works.
Nope.
Also, it is
And yes,
right
I
that
have
we're
plus
going
fucking
after.
22 to stealth.
I believe we're gonna have to end session here.
We are.
Even though I'm kind of overstepping this, but
No, but you're right.
I was ready to
Let me
go.
just end with this last thing. As you guys make your way down into the staircase, you smell this putrid, sweaty, musky smell.
Ew.
It is the distinct smell of animals and of sweat and blood. You
So our high
are,
school locker room?
yeah,
Hmm.
you are like almost begging silently for the magic users to use Mage Light to see something. And if you do, you guys are in
I do.
I
catacombs
do too.
filled with cells that are filled with either the bodies of animals or barely alive animals. The walls are covered with pelts and skulls, teeth and scales and bones. There's no sign of Red Riding Hood or Belle, but you know that this is effectively either a trophy room or a torture chamber.
Jinx are really just not like this
It is at this point that Emery runs away screaming.
Aww.
Oh.
area. And Jinx takes off after.
I guess that explains why he was very uncomfortable.
I'm ending session here.
Okay.
That was a sad way to end the session with a little child draconian running away in fear.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
You know what's funny is when we were finished talking with Gaston or whoever the hell, and he said something like,